Hey, everybody. Welcome in to Brainley's virtual tour live. Hi, everybody. Hopefully, all is well. So, this is going to be a little bit different because StreamYard is StreamYard. So, yes, I am broadcasting from YouTube live, but don't worry. Still got a great show for y'all. Still got all these destinations we're going to go to, okay? I won't be able to drop the link for you guys to come up, but just roll with me on this one, okay? Because like I always say, I always try to honor my commitments. So I hope y'all can hear me loud and clear, and I'm going to make it do what it do. So with that being said, welcome into Brainley's virtual tour live. Glad to have all of you here. So we got some destinations to talk about today, y'all. We really, really do. So we have Destiny Peyton on deck. Y'all know Destiny. She does too damn much. She went after Dustin, even though Dustin is dry as hell to me, but we're going to talk about that. Apparently, Marsau might have cheated with over 20 women, allegedly, from Tossaway K. We'll talk about that. Hot Ones got sold for a big bag. We'll talk about that. Warner Bros. Discovery is separating its linear television networks from the studios and streaming. What does that mean for you? I'll give you my thoughts on that. Amanda Seales got fired from a radio show. Yeah. Then there's an article about 7 benefits that men love about plus size women. We'll talk about that. Love is Blind, the show that everybody seems to love, even though it always stays in the lawsuits and controversy. Netflix still puts it on the air. So I guess you could say Love is Blind is Netflix's version of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So we'll talk about that. Ryan Seacrest, he's the host of Wheel of Fortune, but Sony Pictures wants him to be more committed. We'll talk about that. Remy Ma. We're going to get into that, child, because I have thoughts. Beyonce, the fans are doing too much. The publicists have to come out again. What does she have to come out again about? We'll talk about that. And finally, CardiB, child. These SWAT prank calls and calling CPS on celebrities is uncool. And also, too, Tossaway K still hasn't paid her money. So higher is weighing low is available. But either way, we are live on tour. Good morning, Sharon. Good to see you. Glad to have you here. Let's get to the again and doing what we do. So, to Empress Radio. So, basically, what happened with Destiny Peyton is that she saw Dustin Ross on Carlos King's Reality with the King, or Mr. Monday Night, rather. And Dustin gave his opinion about the scene with Destiny and Martell in the park. And Destiny sent a nasty DM to Dustin. And so and I'm going to play the response here by way shout out to Empress Radio. So this is what Dustin had to say about it.
That's playing out.
So and Dustin Ross.
And Dustin,
because Destiny's.
Here's how the average man's life would change if he never saw an ad again. Day 1, he would install.
Sent Dustin Ross a DM, honey, and ran him for Phil.
No, I don't know what she sent me, but I will say this. I think that boundaries are a beautiful part of life, and I think that they protect us, and I think that they safeguard us even when we don't understand it. And sometimes you have to create that boundary for yourself. If I'm up on Kingdom Reign's platform interviewing talent, Tamara, if you and I are having a conversation about Bell Collective, it's not a gotcha moment. It's not a moment for me to get your ass about how I felt about you on that damn show. It's not that. It's time for me to ask you questions and focus on you and your experience and give you the floor. Today, I said it last week, I'll say it again. I'm sitting here in the seat where my opinion is requested. So that's a totally different dialogue, a different conversation. And it doesn't open the door for people that we discussed tonight to start a conversation with me based upon what I said when I was asked for my opinion. So sometimes you just gotta kind of set that boundary, and then we all coexist peacefully. Everybody's fine. So
I love it. All
right, so you got.
So, like I said, I think Dustin did the right thing to me. Destiny can't take criticism from no damn body at all. The fact that you are upset that Dustin gave his opinion when you've done an interview with him. Y'all all know Dustin, so you should expect that if you're on the show, you're going to get talked about. So content creators can't talk about you. people that are on Carlos's platform can't talk about you. Your own therapist said to you, like, listen, there was somebody that could not come based on circumstances, and you wanted to correct her when she didn't need to be corrected. Like, you can't take criticism from no damn body at all. So to me, Destiny, just get off the show. Just get off the damn show. I have never seen somebody so weak-minded, tattered in their soul, but most of all, their movement is incoherent, like Destiny Peyton. I mean, have we forgotten that she got arrested for identity theft and fraud on a utilities contract of her ex-husband? Have we forgotten about that? This is the same woman that posted her ex-best friend's kids, knowing good to damn well that she can't post them. And then on the trip, girl, I love you. And then you smacked her behind. Get off the damn show. Get off the damn show. Get off the damn show. And not to mention, final thing, didn't Carlos say on the last reunion that you were difficult to work with and producers found you to be a headache because you couldn't give any story? I'm just saying. This was ridiculous. But shout out to Empress Rail. This is where it came from. Shout out to her. Now, Huntsville, right? Hey, Terry, babe, 89. Out to Desliva Silver. Woo, child. Now, listen, I saw this last night as I was chilling, minding my own business, right? And Desliva Silver, she usually doesn't go on at night. So this just popped up, and child, we're going to play it. Shout out to Desliva Silver. If you want to be a content creator, email Desliva, DESILVA, talkshow@gmail.com. Child, here we go.
On the DL, and you know this, TK. She knows this because she has covered many people that was on the down low, that was outright, that was all. So you know this, okay? You be over there dragging your ex-friend, one of the content creators who had a whole wife and everything else and children and all of that and running the church and everything. And you been dragging that man talking about, what he do and who he did it with and all kinds of child mess that was going on with him. So why you acting like just because this is Martell, he's exempt? Child, get out of here and look at him. Look at him. Child, look how he's looking all sassy. How you know? But I'm gonna say this: she taking up for her friend. She is taking up for her friend. That's what she said, honey. So y'all, let me tell y'all the other thing she said. She said that she is going to get the tea. Stay tuned, honey. This ain't it. This ain't all. She said when she gets the audio, she's going to put it over there. Oh, now Ms. Z told me something gay for pay.
So let me rewind it back.
She said, Tisha. Okay. Breaking news. Let me tell you something. Small head, ball head here. Child, he done went and recruited his bestie, Miss Tasha K. Yes, he did, y'all. Now, I know a lot of y'all are not on that app over there. Child, but I am, okay? I be all up in the business over there. Sometimes I be thinking about doing other commentary to bring over here because she be having all mess over there, right? So he has, and this is my opinion. Let me put my band up before I get started, okay? Let me get my. This is all allegedly for entertainment purposes, in my opinion, okay? And in your opinion, under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowances made for fair use, research, and teaching, and that is what we are doing. We are over here talking about what not to do, because Tisha, girl, you done open up a whole can of worms. Tell here, he done went and got his bestie on. She didn't say this. This is what I'm saying. Now, she, in my opinion, okay, this is just my opinion, I feel like old messy ass Tasha hotel. Now I'm gonna tell y'all what she said, okay? Because when I tell you, old girl is messy, I was like, girl, oh, you messy as hell. But she is all up in the business, y'all. Okay, she is all up in the business. She even had some things to say about old Dust Bucket over there. So I don't know. It was something, about her outfit. It wasn't nothing about her personal business. But it makes me wonder if Hotel is a little pissed off with Dust Bucket. And I've been preparing some tea on her, so I'll be dropping some tea on her tomorrow, probably. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow, Friday? Tomorrow, we got maybe Saturday before I live. Anyway, I'll be talking about her and her little mess that she over there spread. But let's get back to Tasha Kibi here, child, and y'all know they are good friends, right? Because old Arion, he sent old coleslaw over to Tasha. Let me just y'all, but while y'all in here, go hit that like button, go and subscribe to the channel, okay? Turn on your notifications, and thank y'all for supporting me and and subscribing to the channel. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, she is over there. Now I suggest if you got the app, go look. If you don't, child, I'm gonna tell you some of the tea here. Even though child, messy girl is over there saying a lot. Okay, now let me tell you, I got my little notes here. Messy Boots here is all up in the business. Now, she didn't say that Hotel, she didn't say, let me repeat that. She did not say that Martell is the one that reached out to her. However, we know that is her bestie. Along with the rest of the social media on Instagram, she also got the notification about this business. How I know? Because I sent it to her. Sure did. But I sure did. All I can tell y'all, I was getting it all out, get all the information out. Since they want to be stars, we're gonna make them stars, okay? The only one that didn't pick it up was TMZ. Send it to them too. Anyway, I was wondering when Tasha K was going to come out and say something. She hasn't put it on her page because she wants people to come over to her app behind the scenes. Now, I don't know if she's going to put it out on her page later. Might. I don't know, okay? But according to her, she said that one of the side pieces reached out to her. Yeah, Tisha, don't be looking at Tasha. Yeah, Tisha, that's what she said. She said the side piece reached out to her. And she said as soon as, and she was acting like she was calling, she said as soon as information, she's going to record it and she's going to have it over there on her app. That's what she said. That's what she said. Tisha, don't look at her like that. I'm glad you're looking at her and not at me, girl. Because see, y'all didn't open up a can of worms. That's what she said. Do y'all believe Tasha? Tasha,
I'm gonna pause it for a minute, okay? Because listen, I got into this live in the middle of it. And of course, when I go in the chat, people want to say hi to me. I say hi to them because I was raised right. So I had to rewind from the beginning, as they say. And when I heard that, a side chick from, Marsau called Tossaway K and told Tossaway K allegedly that Marsau has slept with over 20. Now, Martell has said it's been 20. But this side chick is saying it's over 20 women. Now, this is the storyline that does not stop, right? Because remember the reunion in Kiki and how, Kiki, said about the midday work surprise and intel on, Marsau and Tisha, right? Like I said to y'all, money and circumstances don't change people, just amplifies what's already in them. These people were already out the way, insane the membrane, and something wasn't just ain't right. I know I butchered that lyrics. Let me flip it, reverse it, rewind it back. We all know that something was something just ain't right. That energy of something just ain't right. That's been there, but lights and the public ever saw it. Now, remember Tisha said on Mr. Monday Night that Marsau was dropping names, right, of the men allegedly that Martell was sleeping with. And they had to blur it out. Tossaway K allegedly said, well, Tisha, you should have stand down because that was two men arguing. And didn't y'all used to take trips together? So wouldn't Marsau know if Martell was sleeping with men, which could mean that your man could have been sleeping with men too? Now, that was a stretch. But I also understand Tossaway K's logic. And her logic is few and far in between because she could still got to pay $4 million to Cardi B. But I just thought, my Lord Jesus, this is just craziness. So that's the word on the street. Okay, so I'm not reporting anything that is not public. One thing to know and two things for sure about me, I always go for public information. Always. You can look at every show that we've done here on Virtual Tour Live. It has always been public information, okay? So, there is that. Child, listen, I know, right? Terry Babe, A9, it is crazy. So, our next story sells Hot One Studio in a $82.5 million deal. Okay. First, we feast the food and pop culture brand behind the YouTube show, which sold to a group of investors, including Hot One's host Sean Evans, Crooked Media, and the Soros Fund. So George Soros, George Soros has invested into a lot of Democrat candidates in the Democrat Party. So I just want you guys to just have a little bit of context for that. This is a big deal. Now, the last time I remember Hot Ones was, remember we covered Robin Roberts on Good Morning America, and they did the first Hot Ones live. That was huge. That's never been done. And then apparently, allegedly, because we covered this too on Virtual Tour Live, that Hot Ones and Netflix are in talks to make Hot One live episodes on Netflix. Now, based on the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight, I don't know if you want to do live events with Netflix because their streaming is fucked. But, I mean, hey, listen, it's all about expansion. So BuzzFeed is selling one of its hottest company, announced Thursday that it's sold. First, we feast the food and pop culture entertainment brand behind the all-popular Hot Ones YouTube show for a $82.5 in all-cash deal. So just imagine, hey, listen, we want to buy your company. Here is $82.5 million in cash. That's a lot of money, child. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Hey, Nikki News on Narcissism. Good to see you, by the way. Nikki News on Narcissism is a content creator. By the way, if you guys are wondering, wait a minute, Bray, where's the iconic intro? Where is our legendary music? Don't worry, child. StreamYard was StreamYarding. And I don't know if this is true or not. I think if you try to reschedule it too many times, try to update too many times, it'll lock you out of StreamYard. I've been trying to get onto StreamYard. I've been emailing them. StreamYard, let me just say something to you. You're a good platform, but you are paying for a service. That live chat should be open 24/7. It should be open 24/7. Because first of all, that's disrespecting your customer base. Number two, it is also showcasing that at the beginning, middle, end of the day, that it is flippant energy. And finally, on top of all of that, your platform is only as great as your customers. So if I, right, am only getting emails, just imagine a YouTube content creator with 1 million subscribers, right? This is a job. That is not an easy job. So thankfully, I have a good audience. I have good content, and I have a good foundation. But also, too, sometimes people like the format that they want to see. Thankfully, there are 9 people here and 10 likes, here because people know me for me. But also, too, that doesn't mean my audience deserves to be cheered. Show that they have come to love, embrace, and respect. By the way, just a pro tip for the content creators. That's why your format needs to be solid. Have structure, but leave room for spontaneity. What am I saying? Have structure, but be able to throw it out. So just in case StreamYards, or Restreams, or any platform goes awry, the content is so good and your format so good that they still want to see you. Like I said to y'all, just because you're not being seen by everybody doesn't mean you're not being seen. I would rather stream live from YouTube Live like this, and the content is still good, rather than everybody seeing me with the bells and whistles, but the quality isn't there. Okay. But StreamYard, get on your shit. Thank you. Let's roll on. So with that being said, I just had to say it. Now, I still love StreamYard now, but that doesn't mean it's not subject to criticism. And also, too, we got to do better about that. Just because someone is giving constructive criticism or saying what needs to be said doesn't mean that they are a hateful person. Okay. Back to this destination here. Investors include First We Feast founder Chris Strongberger, Hot Ones host and co-creator Sean Evans, the podcast company Crooked Media, YouTubers Rhett and Link Mythical Entertainment, Good Mythical Morning, by the way. Rhett and Link, they've done a lot of good stuff. And then Soros Fund Management, the investment firm founded by billionaire George Soros. Additional investors will be announced at a later date, according to a press release from First We Feast, as an independent multi-platform media company. Now, this is a huge thing because, as you can see here, with new investment, we are poised to expand into new areas, including new platforms, live event, and talent. As mentioned, First We Feast as the ultimate destination for pop culture obsessed audiences. Stromberger, who will assume the role of Chief Executive Officer, said in a statement, chapter as we continue to push boundary experiences for our audience. First We Feast has 14 million subscribers, more than 4 billion views on YouTube. It show Hot Ones, which features celebrities answering questions while eating spicy chicken wings, has grown a years for its unique format and Evans interview style. Over the years, the show has featured prominent celebrities as guests, including Jennifer Lawrence, Shaquille O'Neal, Paul Rudd, Billie Eilish. Evans will continue to serve as host of Hot Ones and take on an additional role as First We Feast Chief Creative Officer. The show, which celebrates its 10th anniversary next year, congratulations on 10 years. And let me tell you something, is a huge deal because the audience is so razor thin. You have to match it from the jump. And like I said with YouTube, it's interesting because you're finding your voice as you are producing your voice for your audience. So that authenticity and that vulnerability is really pivotal to your foundation. But then to be able to grow that into a whole brand where you can do what you want to do, how you want to do, and when you want to do it, kudos to First We Feast. Kudos to First We Feast. It will premiere its 26th season on January 23rd. In a statement, Evans said he is excited to continue hosting the show with hot questions and even hotter wings for years to come. The future is spicy. I can't wait to see what's next. Now, why is Pepto-Bismol not a sponsor of Hot Ones? Because, and that's a great partnership that y'all missing out on. Future is spicy. I can't wait to see what's next, he added. First We Feast began as a food blog under Complex Media, which was acquired by BuzzFeed in 2021 and sold in February to the live shop platform network for $108.6 million rather. At the time, BuzzFeed kept its ownership of First We Feast. So for those of you Network owns Complex. Complex, for those of you who don't know, was created by Mark Echo of, the Echo fashion brand, right? And so then it got sold to BuzzFeed for a period of time, and then BuzzFeed, is in debt. BuzzFeed debt. So here it is here. So this is right here. So they are facing a $124 million debt crisis. So they are selling off different properties to pay down the debt, just like Paramount. Paramount is in $15.9 billion in debt. Yes. So to lose Hot Ones, I know that BuzzFeed is pissed because I'm going to give y'all my vision for First Feast. The sale of First We Feast and continued reduction of our convertible debt marks an important step in BuzzFeed Incorporated strategic transformation into a media company positioned to fully benefit from the ongoing artificial intelligence revolution. BuzzFeed founder and CEO Jonah Perturi said in a statement, in the coming years, we will continue to invest in our both scalable and tech-enabled services, launching new artificial intelligence-powered interactive experience and delivering for our lower audience and business partners. The deal also allows it to reduce outstanding debt, BuzzFeed said in its news release, knowing that the company has now removed more than $150 million of debt since December 31st of 2023. Now, this is what I think, right? First We Feast is, like they said, is a food and pop culture entertainment brand. We feast on pop culture news, right? So imagine, if you will, Brainley's virtual tour live on First We Feast YouTube channel as a show, because you're feasting on pop culture entertainment. Now, get ready for this. The First We Feast Music Festival. You're feasting on the hottest music from the hottest artists. The First We Feast Food Festival, okay? The First We Feast Cruise. The First We Feast Con, which will combine, chefs, entrepreneurs, entertainers, movie stars, everything in between. And then if you really want to do like a First We Feast, holiday party, right? So that's what I see for First We Feast, that they are going to do live events that are going to allow people to feast on not just pop culture news and entertainment, but to also be able to feast in food in bigger experiences. You know what I mean? So, and by the way, shout out to Freddie Tiffany. I was over there this morning. Good to see the brother back on YouTube. Yes, indeed. Glad to have all you here. Thank you for the 11 likes. And for everybody coming in, thank you. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to this great channel. All right, y'all. More coming up here. And by the way, for those of you who don't know who Crooked Media is, I wanted to bring up Crooked Media. So Crooked Media is founded by John Favreau, John Lovett, and Tommy Venture, all former staffers and hosts of Keeping It 1600, of the Keeping It 1600 podcast. Dan Pelfer, a former Obama employee, co-hosts their flagship podcast, Save America, with them. The company's offerings include a network of podcasts, a news opinion website, live shows, and tours. It aims to foster open conversation between left, center left political leanings, and support grassroots activism and political participation. So that is that company. Just want to give y'all a little bit of Crooked Media there. All right, y'all. So more Virtual Tour Live coming at you right from the space right here and right now. So with that being said, check this out from Deadline.com. Warner Bros. Discovery creates new corporate structure, your networks from streaming and studios. So let's bring up Warner Brothers Discovery and their brands. Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, hang on, y'all. So here are the brands. So they are separating HGTV, Discovery, TBS, Food Network, TNT, CNN, OWN, Investigation Discovery, TLC, TNT Sports, Magnolia Network, Cooking Channel, HLN, Cartoon Network, Animal Planet. So they are separate. Oh, True TV. True TV is no longer, because True TV is now TNT Sports, Destination America, American Heroes Channel, Asian Food Network, Discovery Family, Boomerang. So they're separating all of those from Warner Brothers Pictures Animation, Noonline Cinema. The Travel Channel, of course, is getting separated as well. Warner Brothers Pictures, the television group there, Discovery, Max, HBO. So all the studios are getting separated from those streaming platforms and the studios that creates the content. So just to give a little context on that, here we go. Update with stock movement, additional details. Warner Bros. Discovery is creating a new corporate structure, slimming down from 3 divisions to 2, establishing a clear separation between linear networks and the streaming and studios business. The 2 new operating units will be called Global Linear Networks and Streaming and Studios. HBO, even though it still has a linear presence, will be housed in streaming and studios because of Max, of course. More than shares of Warner Bros. Discovery up more than 12% early trading, putting the beleaguered stock into positive territory for 2024 to date. Speculation about merger acquisition options will only grow after the announcement, which included a nod by CEO David Zaslav to strategic entities. Several Wall Street analysts have suggested in recent months that the company considered breaking itself up. The objective of such a move would be to eliminate the financial drag of linear networks, which are losing subscribers and advertising revenue at a steady clip. Let's pause for a minute here. So NBC Universal selling off their... Remember when we talked about that? I talked about that before everybody else talked about it, of NBC News and the Today Show, and how NBC Universal kept Bravo because it fueled their Peacock platform. Now, does this mean that those networks that I showed y'all could be up for sale? If you understand the moves being made, you will understand the board that's in front of you. You'll understand what you're seeing. So the fact that they say right here, the objective of such a move would be to eliminate the financial drag of linear networks, which are losing subscribers and financial revenue at a steady clip. That could mean that Warner Bros. Discovery is open to either spinning off or selling their cable networks, just like NBC Universal. Let's keep going. Last summer, Warner Bros. Discovery took a $9 billion write-down on of its cable's networks, citing the loss of NBA rights as a key factor. HBO and Warner Brothers, meanwhile, have positive news of late. The company is seen as a potential deal partner of NBC Universal, a loan company called SpinCo for the time being. The new entity is at the end of 2025. NBC Universal Comcast executives, they see potential for third-party networks to be added to the fold or for joint ventures to take shape involving SpinCo. Warner Bros. Discovery and Comcast NBC Universal had previously held discussions about some form of streaming collaboration, though agreement has materialized. And same thing with Warner Bros. Discovery trying to partner up with Paramount, and Warner Bros. Discovery have doing a streaming collaboration. In a press release, Warner Bros. Discovery says the restructuring is designed to enhance its strategic flexibility and create potential opportunities to unlock additional shareholder value. Plans call for the new structure to be in place by mid-2025. We continue to prioritize ensuring our global linear networks is well positioned to continue to drive free streaming and studios business focuses on driving growth by telling the world's most compelling stories. CEO David Zaslav said, our new corporate structure better enhances our flexibility with potential future strategic, also evolving media landscape, help us build on our momentum and creating opportunities as we evaluate all venues to deliver significant. The company said it also expects to continue to evolve the board and execute its strategy and drive further shareholder value creation. The board of Warner Bros. Discovery has seen a few comings and goings in recent months. 2 directors resigned last April, rules against serving on boards of companies with competing interests. Daniel E. Sanchez, the nephew of major Warner Brothers Discovery shareholder John Malone, was nominated to a board seat in September after the body voted to expand to 12 members. Is a big story. Because let's go back to Warner. If Warner Bros. Discovery is separating the linear networks from Warner Brothers, from Max, from Discovery Plus, from Pictures, from New Line Cinema, from Warner Brothers Animation, right? If they're separating everything else, that could mean potentially that, let's see, the Travel Channel could be up for sale, HLN could be up for sale, Cartoon Network could be up for sale, Animal Planet could be up for sale. Adult Swim is non-network. I still think it's a programming block, if I'm not mistaken. But the Cooking Channel, the Magnolia Network, TNT Sports, TLC. Oh, by the way, they're separating themselves from the television group as well. The networks are separating themselves from the television group as well. That means Food Network can be up for sale. That means TNT, TBS, CNN, Investigation Discovery, HGTV Discovery, and that could mean the Oprah Winfrey Network might be up for sale. Y'all need to be paying attention to the moves being made because you will understand what's happening in front of you. And I just saw this article from Reuters here. Warner Brothers set stage for potential operations. Warner Bros. Discovery on Thursday decided to separate its declining cable TV businesses such as CNN from streaming and studio operations such as Max, laying the groundwork for a potential sell or spinoff of its TV businesses as more cable subscribers cut the cord. Y'all do not have to listen to a word I am saying. You don't. But I am telling you right now, media is being broken and divided like we have never seen. So if NBC Universal is spinning off their networks to potentially sell the networks or combine platforms, and Warner Bros. Discovery is doing it, I'm not saying ABC is next, but it seems like legacy media is going through a transition period. Ooh, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord. Hey, Aries Girl Podcast, good to see you. Glad to have you here. Glad to be your virtual co-worker. For those of you who are wondering what's going on, y'all, this is such a big story. Well, first of all, StreamYarding, but we are still live on tour. So right now we're talking about this major story of Warner Bros. Discovery potentially selling its cable networks here. So Warner Bros. Discovery set stage for a potential cable deal by splitting operations. So they are splitting their declining cable TV businesses such as CNN from streaming and studio operations such as Max to lay the groundwork for a potential sale or spinoff of its TV business as more cable subscribers cut the cord. Remember, NBC Universal covered that story, that they have split their cable networks into a new public company. The new company would be well capitalized and positioned to acquire other cable networks if the industry consolidates. And so right here, streaming platforms like Max and Discovery will be under a separate division, along with film studios including Warner Brothers Pictures and New Line Cinema. Under the new structure for Warner Bros. Discovery, the cable TV businesses, including TNT, Animal Planet, CNN, will be housed under a unit called Global Linear Networks, and that also includes the Oprah Winfrey Network. Okay. The restructuring effort reflects an inflection point for the media industry as investments in streaming services such as Warner Bros. Discovery Max are finally paying off. Streaming won as a behavior. Now it's winning as a business. So potentially, okay, from right here, Bright Cove CEO Mark DeBovos said Warner Bros. Discovery's new corporate structure will differentiate growing studio streaming assets from profitable but shrinking cable TV business, giving a clearer investment picture, likely setting the stage for a sell or spinoff of the cable unit. So the Oprah Winfrey Network might be up for sale. And by the way, y'all, Warner Bros. Discovery is carrying $40.4 billion of debt. Okay, so just be aware. I'm not saying OWN is going to be up for sale, but because of this development, the potential is there. Okay, the potential is there. And also, too, Paramount is trying to sell off their cable networks. If you don't know, BET is up for sale. If you want to know, just go to the search bar on this channel, type in BET, got all the intel for you. So Paramount is trying to spin off or sell their cable networks. Warner Bros. Discovery is trying to do that now. And NBC Universal is trying to spin off or sell their cable networks. Media is about to get interesting, child. Yes, indeed, child. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So let's see here. I'm trying to see if there's any comments here. Not really. Not really. And on top of that, apparently, right here, Zaslav engaged in merger talks with Paramount late last year, though that deal never went. So, Warner Bros. Discovery has been in the news of, joining with NBC Universal or joining with Paramount, but nothing has materialized. All right, y'all. More Virtual Tour Live coming at you right from this space right here and right now from Seals get canceled for not being funny enough. The former Insecure actress dropped surprising news about her radio show. Amanda Seals certainly knows how to find controversy. Fresh off the internet taking issue with her comments about Nene Leakes, the actress comedian is now dealing with reports that her show was canceled. On Wednesday, she hopped on social media to inform her fans that her show had reportedly been canceled because some affiliates didn't think that she was funny enough. This may seem harsh, but when radio markets and websites sign on to air a show, they usually expect a specific show for a specific time slot. So let me give y'all the breakdown of radio, right? So 6 to 10 a.m. or 5 to 10 a.m. is the morning drive, right? That's your Steve Harvey morning shows. That's your Ricky Smiley's. That was your Russ Parr morning show. He's no longer on there. That's your Big Boys Neighborhood. That's the Breakfast Club. That's local morning shows like the Big Ticket Morning Show on the People Station V103 in Atlanta. Then you have your midday shows. That's from 9 to 2 or 10 to 2 or 10 to 3 or 9 to 3. That's your midday shows. Then you have your drive time shows from 3 to 7 p.m. or 2 to 6 p.m. That's when D.L. Hughley is on. Michael Baisden used to be on. And I think Ryan Cameron is syndicated. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, and let me not forget the Morning Hustle with Kyle Santillan. The other co-host who made fun of Michael B. Jordan when she got talked about Michael B. Jordan half career. She's a non-motherfucking factor. Okay. And then you have from 8 p.m. to midnight, the Midnight Storm, right? So those are the day parts. And then you have overnight from 12 to 6 a.m. So those are the day parts of radio. With the Amanda Seals morning show, you have, those are your moms, those are your dads dropping kids off at school. Those are your entrepreneurs getting ready to start work for the day. The morning time is that's when your Dunkin' podcast, that's not Dunkin' podcast, but that's where Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, IHOP, get your Goli gummies for the morning. Advertising revenue in radio is huge, not just for the music industry. So that's what they mean by when radio markets sign on to air a show, they expect a specific type of show for a specific time slot. So that's the behind the scenes of radio. Yes, indeed. I'm loving the love in the chat there. All right. Back to this. Shows featuring comedians usually have funny sketches, characters, and jokes revolving around current events and pop culture. This isn't a hard and fast rule, and most successful shows find a way to fit their style into this format. We can only guess that she wasn't conforming enough for management. Seals did things her way, which apparently made affiliates unhappy. In the video, she admits that she wasn't doing the typical show, often discussing politics, activism, and other serious issues. She pushed back on her boss's request and had problems with other hosts like D.L. Hughley and Ricky Smiley. Also, I did say the Steve Harvey morning show for the morning show slot. She knows how she's never been fired from a creative position because she shows up and does a good job. In the entertainment industry, projects get canceled for all kinds of reasons, most of which usually have something to do with money. So it's possible that this decision really doesn't have anything to do with Seals. However, playing the victim isn't going to help her reputation. In the comments to an Instagram video of her announcement, some fans expressed their enjoyment of the show while others lamented the drama that follows her around. So here it is here from Live Bits. Shout out to Live Bits, always getting the tea. Here we go.
You know, they allowed folks like D.L. Hughley and Ricky Smiley to talk about me on their shows. I was told that the reason the show was not going to go further was because affiliates did not want a show that was polarizing, and also that I was not funny enough on a consistent basis. And they're not wrong. These are not let me do a silly skit every morning times. At one point on the show where they called me and they asked me to stop referring to the genocide as a genocide, I played their little game for like a month and then I just was like, I can't not refer to it as what it is. You know, they allowed folks like D.L. Hughley and Ricky Smiley to talk about me on their shows, to besmirch my merit because I was not a supporter of, because I was not a blind supporter of Kamala Harris. This is the first time I've ever been let go from a creative position. There's a lot of lies and falsehoods about me that are you know, put out there like, oh, Amanda Seales, she got fired from this. I've never been fired from a creative job. I got fired from the Heartland Brewery in Times Square because I wouldn't stop wearing an afro. But I've never been fired from a creative job because I show up and because I am really good at what I do. So I've never, so the haters is gonna love this. The haters is gonna love this.
Let's put the wine down for a second, because at times like this, we need to take a shot.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna agree with Tossaway K. I need a shot after Amanda Seales. Okay, Amanda, do we need to go back to the Shannon Sharp interview when you talked about that guy at SiriusXM and how he fired you because there was a thing that you were supposed to do that you didn't do, like also to the BET Awards, and how you had to do that from your place. And then you talked about how you wasn't invited to the Essence Black Women of Hollywood. And Essence, to their credit, got into your comment section and said, hey, sis, let's figure out a way to support you more. They did that publicly. So you have had drama follow you. Must we forget the Emmys party with the whole publicist thing, right? Must we forget about that? So, miss me with that. Sure, you may not have been fired per se, but you have been handled for a lot of things that you've done in the industry. And listen, like I said, radio is my first love. Without radio, I wouldn't be able to do TV. Like I told y'all, radio taught me how to find my voice. Television taught me how to control it. And then the marketplace taught me how to diversify it. So radio will always be my first love, right? In the same token, though, we have over 600 radio shows, if you want to keep it a buck. 2 to 3 hours long that could be filled into any radio station. If Brain Lee's virtual tour was a radio show, it would be a hit for many reasons, Amanda. And I'm going to tell you why. For one, I have range, sweetheart. That's one. Number two, I also understand the assignment. Steve Harvey, he said the same thing when he first did radio in Los Angeles. Because for those of you who don't know, Steve Harvey only had Los Angeles for a good while before it became national syndicate. And he did what he wanted to do for a while, but he had to understand that, hey, guess what? When advertisers pay for this, they expect Steve Harvey, the relatable, everyday, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. He could not be the king of comedy because there's a thing called the Federal Communications Commission where you could be fined. Steve Harvey got fined $1.5 million because he cussed live on air. So he understands the logistics of radio. and he understands the parameters of radio, so that way he can give the best product. Because here's the gag: the more you serve the best product, the more you get the best money. It all works together, Amanda Seales. And thank you, Nikki News, for saying it will be a hit. And let me tell you why Nikki News is saying that. Because guess what, Amanda? We cover the real over here. We cover a little of everything. We cover stories before they even hit mainstream. We promote Black business all the time over here. We do. Remember that Marvel stunt woman and how bloody her face was on New Year's Eve? We covered that. But we kept it professional for YouTube. Because guess what? I don't own YouTube. If I did, there would be a lot of channels that would not exist. Just keeping it a buck. We would be able to play music because I would have a partnership with the recording industry to be able to expand creator music. So that way other artists get revenue. So that way we can play trailers to promote shows. There would be a lot of changes if I own YouTube, but I don't own it. So I got to work within the confines because that's the game. If you understand how the game is played, you'll be able to understand how you move within the game. And it's not that you can't talk about real stuff, but there's a way to do it. At times like this, we need to take a shot from Toss Away K. Thank you, Justine Bell. And Nikki News, Aries Girl Podcast. How many times have I went there on this show? How many times have I went there on this show? How many times have we talked about some real-ish, okay, that needed to be said, where it could have been tear-jerking on the platform being lost? And guess what? What do I always do? I give love, grace, and space to every damn story. I give you the who, what, when, where, why, and how. And I give you the perspective from how I see this as a destination. But then guess what? I'll also try to find the inflection points of how the culture can relate to it. Or if they may not understand why they can relate to it, I give them reasons why this should be on their radar. And then it's an open dialogue from there. Like, if you understand the format, you'll be able to work the format, Amanda. Because, sweetheart, let's be real. If Swiss Beats and Timberland were actually smart and didn't put verses on Twitter, a platform where Elon Musk said that DEI needs to die, and he allows anti-Semitic comments and racism, bigotry, hatred, and everything in between on their platform, and they teamed up like with Hulu and ABC, and they did Hot Topics versus Amanda Seales. You and me, sweetheart, it would be easy motherfucking work on you. Very easy, because this is what the fuck I do. I don't just do this because I'm dried up like your ass is. They said that you weren't funny enough. Maybe, just maybe, you just exist, but you don't live for anything of value. Ciao. Okay. One user know how Amanda Seales does not work with in the system. I love Amanda. She does not conform, never owned a pair of tap dancing shoes. Child, this person who said never owned a pair of tap dancing shoes probably has a 9-to-5 and does some tap dances so they can get that check on Friday or get bi-weekly. Child. Another person showed their support but acknowledged that she gets in her own way. See, I can appreciate that. When you can show support but still say what needs to be said, you're always good in my book. Replying, the show was actually okay, but she has to learn how to play the game, or eventually she'll be blackballed if she already isn't. Someone else is definitely not a fan of the insecure actress penchant for complaining posting. Is she ever happy? That is why she ain't invited to black events. Her energy is so negative. Who wants someone soaking the life out of them? I couldn't be her friend. Yes, absolutely. Like, I'll just keep it a buck. The BET Awards could still be something big, but the only way the BET Awards could be big is if BET is big. BET need restructuring because BET is more about the monetization of the culture than the connection to the soul of the culture. I'm going to say that 2 more times. BET is more about the monetization of the culture rather than making a connection for the culture. BET is more about the monetization of the culture rather than making a connection for the culture. Because 106 in Park should still be on the air as a top 10 black entertainment news show. There should be BET News this morning. There should be BET News today. There should be BET News tonight. Structure it off of ABC, NBC, CBS. That was the whole point. There's a great content creator named Black Femininity TV that talks about the reasons why people don't like BET anymore. And if BET actually had structure, then maybe the BET Awards would be bigger. Just a thought. Just a motherfucking ass thought. And yes, I know I butchered that, okay, for all the people in the back. Out of my rambling comes greatness. Just give me time. But seriously, though, if you want any event to be good, it is only reflective off of the platform that the event is based on. Just saying. Why do you think Steve Harvey was able to do the neighborhood awards for so long? Because the Steve Harvey morning show, the platform was great. If your platform is great, your expansion into other territories will be great. The law of attraction is real. Positive plus a positive equals a positive. A negative plus a negative equals a negative. Okay. We don't know what's going on for Amanda Seales. We don't know for sure what's going on with Amanda Seales' radio show, but she has to find a balance between making her opinions known and insulting everyone around her because no one wants to be yelled at all the time. Exactly, just like Stephen A. Smith. Now, allegedly, Stephen A. Smith might be getting his contract. Congratulations, because, I've been on his ass saying he has not shown his worth to me or to the culture. He hasn't hosted the ESPYs not one time. You don't believe me? Let's look it up. Let's look it up, child. Because here's my thing. If you're asking for $125 million a year, you better come with $125 million a year energy. Now, before y'all say Braylon, Stephen A. has done way more than you, you're absolutely right. And I will give him his credit. But in the same token, though, what you're not going to do is you're not going to tell me about what I do when you don't do not a fifth quarter or a half of what I do. You see all these hosts right here: Serena Williams, Steph Curry, Anthony Mackie, Russell Wilson, Megan Rapinoe, and Sue Bird, Tracy Morgan, Danica Patrick, Payne Manning, John Cena, Joe McHale, Drake, John Hamm, Rob Riggle, Seth Meyers, Samuel L. Jackson, Justin Timberlake, LeBron James, Jimmy Kimmel, Lance Armstrong, Matthew Perry, Jamie Foxx, Samuel L. Jackson, Jimmy Sitz, Samuel L. Jackson, Norm Macdonald, Jeff Foxworthy, Tony Danza, John Goodman, Dennis Miller. You see Stephen A. Smith anywhere in there? I'm just asking a damn question. If you're the face of ESPN, I'm sure you will have hosted the ESPYs by now. Have you ever hosted the countdown coverage? Because you say you want to expand your territory. That Up for Debate 3-part series was decent on ESPN Plus. Why aren't you doing the Up for Debate podcast there? Since you want to bring everybody in and rise everybody up, and you're about everybody getting to the bag. Got your production company, right? Now, in Stephen A. Smith's deal, it seems like he might get a first look deal, which basically means that whatever project that he pitches to Disney, they get the first look to see it. If they like it, they go forward with it. If they don't, he can shop it around. You know what I've been telling you, right? Stephen A., you don't look at your history at the company that you work for, because Walt Disney did nature documentaries. You can do Stephen A. Smith's Culture of Sports and go to Africa and go to Dubai and go to Australia and go to the UK and talk to black people in sports. And that can be streamed on Disney Plus and in theaters from Walt Disney Pictures. But yet your ass wants to do late night television. Bruh, nobody wants to hear your loud ass from 10 to noon, 12 p.m. noon at 11:35 at night. And before y'all get on to me in the back about Braylon, you loud too, you can't say shit. Each platform requires a different energy. The Braylon Lee that's on Braylon Lee's virtual tour on the E Network is not the same as the Braylon Lee late night talk show. Because by 11:35, you've done with your day. You've done with dealing with coworkers that got on your nerves, and you just want to have a place to fall. We're going to talk about everything else that you wish could be talked about. I'm not doing no damn monologue, because what's the point of a monologue? You got the monologue is on your phone, it's on your laptop, it's on your desktop, it's on your TV, it's on your radio. Why do I need to give you a monologue of the day that you had, where I can just talk to the audience for 15 minutes? My producers find the funniest questions, and we make that a monologue. Bring you in. Television is about creating experiences, not regurgitating what you already know. So as you can see, even though we don't have our setup, the show is still hot, okay? So we have done 5 destinations now. We normally take a commercial break, okay? But since we don't have that, we're going to just keep it. Because, Oracle. Now, I did do Nzinga Imani, okay? I pulled up Nzinga Imani because I think not only is she fabulously gifted, not only is she a kind individual, but I believe she is a angel that deserves more play than she gets. And I believe 2025 is going to be big, that we're going to see her hosting things and everything else. So those of you who don't know who Nzinga Imani, okay, this right here, perfection from the Lord, okay? I mean, listen, what else do you need? And she said on Instagram Live that she got a man. Oh, shit! She can't be Nzinga Lee. Although I will say Nzinga Lee is a beautiful married name. I'm just keeping it a buck. But the reason why I brought Nzinga Imani in my thumbnail is because of this article right here. 7 exciting things for men who love full-figured women. This is a full-figure woman stan channel. Okay. All right, here we go. So modern relationships embrace diverse body types and challenge traditional beauty standards. In an era where beauty standards continue to evolve, relationships that celebrate biodiversity represent a positive shift in modern dating. Men who appreciate full figure women often discover unique aspects of these relationships that create lasting, meaningful connections. These partnerships frequently change societal norms while building foundations for deep, authentic relationships. Confidence as a foundation. The confidence that many full-figure women embody creates a powerful dynamic in relationships. This self-assurance often stems from embracing their identity and challenging societal norms, leading to partnerships built on mutual respect and understanding. Their journey to self-acceptance often inspires partners to examine their own relationship with confidence and self-image. Personal style becomes an expression of this confidence, with many women crafting wardrobes that celebrate their figures rather than trying to conform to conventional fashion rules. Exhibit Nzinga Lee. Back to the article. The impact of this confidence extends beyond personal relationships into professional, society, and social spheres, creating a ripple effect that benefits both partners. Men often find lessons about self-acceptance and resilience from their partner's experiences. Beyond physical attraction, these relationships do develop These relationships develop deeper emotional connections through authentic self-expression, creating stronger bonds between partners. When both individuals feel free to be themselves, relationships flourish naturally. Partners often describe feeling more comfortable showing vulnerability and sharing their true selves. Emotional intelligence often develops from navigating a world that sometimes lacks understanding. This awareness translates more empathetic and supportive partnerships. Couples frequently report stronger communication skills and better ability to handle relationship challenges. Life appreciation manifests through shared experiences without limitation, from trying new restaurants to planning adventures. These couples often embrace life's pleasures fully. They create traditions and memories that celebrate their connection rather than conforming to societal expectations. Creating meaningful connections. Open communication stems from mutual understanding and respect. Partners often find themselves engaging in more honest and vulnerable conversations about their hopes, fears, and dreams. This foundation of trust leads to stronger problem solving skills and better conflict resolution within the relationship. These partnerships often challenge both individuals to grow in their emotional awareness and communication abilities. Many couples report that their relationships have helped them develop more nuanced understanding of body image issues and societal pressures facing both men and women. Building lasting partnerships. Mutual growth becomes a cornerstone as partners support each other's personal development. These relationships often encourage both individuals to challenge their assumptions and expand their perspectives. Couples frequently describe how their partnership has helped them overcome internalized biases and develop more inclusive worldviews. The support system built within these relationships often extend beyond the couple to their broader societal, social circle. Rather, I keep wanting to say societal because that means society, but social circle. My bad, y'all. Many partners become advocates for body positivity and acceptance in their communities, creating positive change through their example. Share joy in daily experiences, strengthen bonds in ways, whether exploring new activities or enjoying quiet moments together. These couples often find happiness in simple pleasures. They develop deeper appreciation for life's experiences without limitations often imposed by society's expectations. Creating inclusive spaces. Modern relationships thrive on acceptance and understanding. Couples who embrace BID often create environments where others feel comfortable being themselves. This ripple effect continues to broader social change and communities, impacting friends, family, and even workplace environments. Partners in these relationships frequently become unofficial ambassadors for body positivity, not through explicit activism, but through their daily lives and interactions. Their example helps others recognize that beauty and attraction encompass far more than traditional standards suggest. Looking forward, the future of dating continues moving forward to greater acceptance and celebration of diversity. Relationships that embrace different body types help lead this cultural shift, showing that meaningful connections transcend physical characteristics. These partnerships demonstrate how authentic attraction involves appreciating the whole person, their confidence, personality, style, and spirit. As society continues to evolve, these relationships play a crucial role in reshaping cultural narratives around beauty and attraction. And partnership can flourish when built on respect, acceptance, and celebration of individual differences. This story was created using artificial intelligence technology. Now, I want to say this. Y'all know how I feel about my plus size women. Y'all know how I feel. Let me tell you some of the reasons why. For one, their attitudes are 10 out of 10. They seem to have the mindset of, listen, I am above the ground, not below it. I have no problems pulling men or women, and I am my own best friend. That's the first reason why I love them. The second reason why I love them, they love to eat. And I do mean in more ways than one, okay? But also, too, they do not mind trying new things. They know if they get into a slingshot, that State Fair slingshot, and they go up, they know that something's going to jiggle. But when you are able to hold on to their thigh, to let them know, listen, all this is mine. I don't give a flying fuck, shit, damn, whatever the hell, all around the world, this is mine. When a woman feels embraced, that's another reason why I like them. Because they're not afraid to embrace good men and good women that want to love them. Like I said, Brat and Judy are my relationship until I get one. You come for them, you're coming for me. And we've seen when I've gone off of my YouTube channel, I don't miss for shit. Third thing, they understand the assignment of life being bigger than them. One of my main tips for dating is see how somebody makes time for others, because how they make time for us is how they make time for you. When a plus size woman really loves you, she does not play. And let me tell you something, just because she plus size don't mean she can't box them and knock them out and handle what needs to be handled. Fourth reason, they carry themselves with such distinction, class, and respect. The reason why I say Nzinga Lee is because her humor is beyond. She lost everything in a house fire. And she did not let her circumstances define her. She defined her circumstances. And as Nzinga moves through fashion and through acting and through entrepreneurship, she's always carried a sense of purpose. And finally, the fifth reason why I love them is because at the beginning, middle, end of the day, they have some of the nicest voices you will ever hear. I mean, good Lord Jesus. You know how like Tickle Me Elmo was the thing back in the day? Child, you get you a thick chick and you lay down on their stomach or their thighs and you get to hear their voice. Oh my child, it is heaven. It is heaven. It is heaven. It is heaven. Okay, listen, you got a full tickle me. I'm trying to think of a cartoon character. You know what? You got a full size Tickle Me Tiana. Yes. You have a full size Tickle Me Tiana. Yes. Yes. And listen, like I said, I pray over Nzinga Imani every day. I'm in her comment section on a regular basis. She likes my comments. And I just have a feeling that when I see her, I'm going to try not to freak out. I'm going to try not to cry. I'm going to try not to be a fan. I'm going to try to match her soul. But I don't think I don't think plus size women really understand and I know that they do. But, you know, as an influencer or a content creator, you only know your impact based on how you move. But for Nzinga and all these other women, and also shout out to the plus size brothers too. Absolutely. Ruben Studdard, the Velvet Teddy Bear, he opened up many doors when he won American Idol. The fact that these men and women do not allow, oh, you're fat, oh, you this, oh, you that, and they allow their success to speak for them, that is creating not just waves in media culture, but that is creating waves in society of, if society doesn't follow their own rules, you need to follow your own rules. So for that alone, that woman right there, Nzinga Lee, she's a queen. You come for her, you're coming for me. And so I fully agree with that article. Nikki News says, oh my, 100, this is true. Hashtag Team Thickums, analogy in order. Brown Curdle been field position in my chair in my home office giggling. Hey man, you better preach, Brad. And listen, here's the biggest thing, right? I cannot stand any man, but this is more in our culture. I cannot stand black men that say black fat women don't get no love. Because here's the gag. The men who say they don't like plus size women are always in their DMs. I am out loud. I believe if you can, here's my thing. I believe if you can love them privately, you should be able to love them out loud. Now, my ex, right? I'm gonna give you a prime example. My ex, before she dated me, she said, and I quote, I looked at your social media to see if you actually are about plus size women. And when it came time to post me and her to Facebook, I didn't want to do it. I did, because my parents, they've been together rather over 20 years. And my dad has social media, keep up with family members, but my mom, she has no social media at all. And they've been married over 20 years. So I'm like, okay, well, it looks like privacy is the frequency. And so, when I posted it, I said, I really could care less. She was like, well, I was really excited. And I had to let her know that it's not the fact that I wasn't excited to post you. I am extremely proud to have you in my life. But also, too, because you're in my life, I'm protective of what's in my life. And when you become a part of my Calvary, that's it. You get, that premium package for television or for, YouTube Premium or wherever the hell, you get that package if you're my woman. You get that because you have went through hell, heaven, Niagara Falls, and everything in between to still see something in me. And that protective energy should be respected. And so we had a conversation later on. She was like, I understand why. Because guess what? If everything is out in the open, what privacy do you have to work out your relationship? If she matters to you, she should matter to you in private and public. But here's the thing. If you always are posting public pictures, but yet your relationship is broken, what the fuck are you in the relationship for? Just keeping it a buck. So whoever I end up dating, I would love it to be her, though. That would be amazing, And that Will Smith poster, and me and Nzinga Imani get married, and they say, so what's the best part of this marriage? You see her. You see all this. And that is not reducing my role. I remember when Nick Cannon said that he felt reduced by just carrying the bag. If you have to find your worth based on your position, you were never a person to begin with. Because the way I look at it is, if I'm holding Nzinga Imani's bag, I am privileged enough to hold her soul. Because you don't give your bag over just to anybody. You don't give you don't give directions to the place where you get your dress for a premiere event. You don't get access to her favorite ice cream, her favorite candy, her favorite restaurant, her favorite place to travel. You don't get access to her if she doesn't care about you. So that bag is a symbol to me that she trusts you. But hey, then again, what do I know? I'm just a black man talking on YouTube. All right, so let's get my wifey Nzinga Lee down. Love you, beautiful, and we will hopefully talk in person very soon. Okay, now, you have not because you ask not. Now, this is really big, y'all. Our next story is really, really big. Love is Blind, the show that stays on TV as the Love and Marriage Huntsville of Netflix. And I say that because Nick Lachey got into it with a female paparazzi. Vanessa Lachey said plus size women don't have enough confidence to be able to know what they want on TV when no one asks for her damn opinion. And not to mention the huge lawsuit of cockroaches in trailers and them being liquored up and everything in between. So here's what this means here from Los Angeles Times. What a Love is Blind label filing could mean for reality TV. Love is Blind, a swift breakout hit for Netflix in 2020 during COVID, by testing whether true love can form between two people without seeing each other. But just as quickly, the show has become a test case for the growing movement to establish labor protections in reality TV. The National Labor Relations Board issued a complaint against the reality show on Wednesday, which stated those participants have been misclassified and are actually employees that merit certain work. Under that classification, the labor board said producers of the show have committed several labor violations, including unlawful contractual terms related to confidentiality and non-compete provisions. If you're wondering what a non-compete provision is, it's almost like, remember when Lizzo had her dancers, right? And so the dancers may have wanted to do another gig. They had to stay with Lizzo. A non-compete provision is. And also to the confidentiality agreement, because remember when Bethany Frankel wanted to do a reality TV Reality TV Union and NBC Universal allow their NDAs and say whatever they want to, because the network always wants to be on top. They never want their star to be on top. When the star is bigger than the network, then that's a problem. So the confidentiality and the non-compete provisions, those are real. I think it was even in a couple reality shows that if you say anything and spoil the show, you can get fined $50,000. Now, I don't know if that still reigns true, but I do remember that was a thing. The complaint represents a significant step in efforts by some unscripted talent to unionize. For the uninitiated, here are some key questions about Love is Blind and what it entails and how it may or may not other participants on reality television, which is produced by Kinetic Entertainment, premiered in 2020, quickly became an addictive watch with its singles finding love by talking to a wall. No, really. The series begins with 15 single men, 15 single women splitting off into pairs and getting to know each other one-on-one, sight unseen, pods separated by a shimmery blue wall. After much gabbing, those who share a strong connection get engaged and eventually and meet for the first time, face or jetting off for a vacation to Mexico. Eventually, the couples venture back into the real world, live together, meet each other's family and friends. If after all that they aren't sick of of the couples who have decided to wed on the domestic version of the show. Now, when they say domestic, they mean the United States. There's international versions from the UK and from Africa. Most TV formats, if you want to know where most TV shows come from, look at the United Kingdom. Most, and then they format for American television. And if you understand the moves being made, you'll understand what you're seeing in front of you. Most have remained married, and some have started families as participants to leverage their popularity or notoriety into other reality TV opportunities or outside ventures. So what does the complaint say? In the complaint, which lists former Love is Blind contestants Renee Poshi and Nick Thompson as charging parties, producers of Love is Blind are accused of engaging in multiple unfair labor practices, including misclassifying cast members as non-employee participants. This classification, according to the complaint, means that contestants are inhibited from engaging in certain activities such as collective bargaining, which deprives them of workplace to employees under the National Labor Relations. Don't reality TV contestants get paid? Reality TV cast members typically get paid for some compensation for appearing on camera, but unlike scripted television, there are few industry-wide standards when it comes to pay, in part because there is, as of now, no union to negotiate pay standards or advocate for improved workplace conditions. Compensation varies wildly across the format. Popular recurring stars of franchises like The Real Housewives can earn six figures for a single season. We all remember Kandi Burruss was making $1 million, I think, an episode. Don't quote me, but Kandi Burruss was the highest paid housewife before she left. And by the way, for everybody saying that Kandi got fired, Kandi is a Grammy award-winning artist that was a part and is a part of one of the biggest girl groups of all time. Her money is long money. She did not need the show like King and Morning. Where's Team Twirl at? Y'all still down for a woman giving out revenge pee? Y'all still good with that shit? Moving on. Now, let's see here. The Real Housewives can earn six figures for a single season and negotiate for bigger paychecks to reflect their status as prominent reality TV personalities, but also depends on the type of reality show. For example, contestants in competition shows usually make more money the further they go, while other reality stars receive modest weekly or daily stipends while they are being filmed. According to the participation agreement signed in the National Labor Relations Board complaint, Love is Blind contestants receive a stipend of $1,000 a week for up to 8 weeks. The maximum payment is $8,000. Yeah. Participants also gave the producers rights to film them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, like I told y'all, reality television usually shoots about 12-hour work days. So there is a thing as the call sheet. Since we're here, let's bring up a call sheet. images. So here is what a call sheet may look like if you get in the industry. You open up the image new tab. No, that's not big enough. I need a size here. Let me get size, get large, please and thank you. Okay. Open image new tab. Why is it not doing it for me? Hang on, y'all. 1 second. Maybe I need a. Okay, so here, call sheet right here. So when you get this call time, right? So there's client call, there's agents call, there's talent call, there's first shot. So talent call is right here. First shot is here. Then they have this location, embassy suites, dress, parking, park here, there, and everywhere. Here are the notes. This scene, we're going to do this, this, and that. Location 2, location 3, location 4. They have a wrap time. So if you get a call sheet, this is what call sheet is. So it tells you the date, the time, and what time it's supposed to be on set. So that is a real thing. And every reality TV producer, even with Carlos King, they have a call sheet of who is going to be shooting today, what time they're going to be shooting today, what is the scene that they're going to be shooting. Okay, here's a better one. Here's a better one right here. So as you can see, general here, production title, key people. These are the positions here. So you got executive producer, co-executive producer, director, associate producer, line producer, assistant director, second assistant director, second assistant director, and also production coordinator. Set medic, the script is scheduled versions. So they'll tell you the script version that they're using and the scheduled version. Right, and then they have breakfast, crew call, shooting call, first meal, wrap, second meal, and then here is the shooting schedule. Here are the casting calls. Here, transportation call 11:15 a.m. They got to be in wardrobe and 11:45 here. Then they got to be at set at 1 a.m. This is just an example one. Here are extras and stand-ins, the department notes. Departments here, and then of course advanced scheduling. And not only will you get emailed this, but also too they will have a clipboard and they will have a pre-production meeting before they start the day. Like I said, context. Okay, that's what we do over here. Moving back on to this story, this destination. Hasn't Love is Blind been sued a bunch already? 4 years since its debut, the series has been subject to a growing number of lawsuits and misconduct allegations from former contestants. A class action lawsuit filed by season 2 contestant Jeremy Hartwell accused the show producers of various alleged labor violations, including failure to provide rest periods and underpayment of wages. In his complaint, Hartwell claimed while filming the pods portion of the series, producers plowed the cast with alcohol, deprived them of food and water, while pay rates that were below Los Angeles County's minimum wage. A $1.4 million sum was eventually reached and reportedly divided among the 144 former cast and crew members after attorney's fees. More mistreatment allegations were spoke out about the conditions inside the Netflix series, alleging that they experienced emotional warfare. Now do y'all see why I say that Love is Blind is the Love of Huntsville of Netflix? Let's keep rolling to find out why I say that in more detail. Connecticut content has the inside report, but in an interview with Variety, Chris Colin, CEO of Connecticut and showrunner of Love is Blind, defended the show's working conditions. He said that access to psychological care throughout filming, contending that 2 psychologists were present in the control room during the filming. The episodes post-pods, there's a hotline for a specialist who is available 24/7. There was a documentary on how there's this one, I can't remember his name, but I know it's a him, that he will be the regular schmegular on-call therapist for every single production. I don't know if that's the case anymore, but I do think that he's left the industry because he had to, because of some lawsuits and other circumstances, allegedly, but yes. Cohen also responded to the report's claim that if that cast members would be subject to a $50,000 fine if they left the show early. Now, I said it could be a $50,000 fine if they spoil anything. And Colton from The Bachelor, Bachelorette, Bachelor Nation, Bachelor in Paradise on ABC did get sued by ABC because he did reveal stuff from the show, and the NDA was not up yet. Okay. Saying that production never enforced the clause and that the penalty was removed from contracts in recent seasons. And another suit, season 5 contestant Entertainment and Delirium TV, another production coming the show over claims of sexual assault, false imprisonment, and negligence. This year, Pochi, who appeared on season 5, filed a lawsuit against Netflix, allegedly being penalized $4 million for breaching her contract by publicly discussing her time on the show. You know, listen, I just give y'all what it is. Everything I'm saying, if you watch my receipts, always clear. Always clear. As you can see there, after allegedly being penalized $4 million by breaching her contract by the show, which would indicate to you that if you do break the NDA, you could be penalized. She earned $8,000 for participation on the show. Let's go back here. What has Netflix or the production companies that make Love is Blind said about the complaint? Nothing, at least not yet. Netflix declined to comment Thursday. Connect Content and Delirium TV have not responded to a request for comment as of publication of this story. So what happens next, legally speaking? Unless a settlement is reached first, an administrative law judge with the National Labor Relations Board will hear the case and decide whether producers of Love is Blind violated the National Labor Relations Act. The hearing is scheduled for April 22nd, 2025 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. If the judge decides that producers violated the law, he or she can order make-whole remedies to undo the harm created by unfair labor practices, including retroactive payment for employees. So basically, retroactive payment is basically paying all the former cast members. They got disrespected by the labor laws because they didn't have any labor laws. Those people, decision is issued, it can be appealed to the National Board, further the Supreme Court are possible. Kenya Moore used to be my dark chocolate. Of you for standing up for what is right, okay? Because I also like thick women that also have sense. So glad to you, Aries Girl Podcast, for that for sure. What happens if Love is Blind contestants are classified as employees? If Love is Blind contestants are classified as employees, they will be entitled to certain protections under the National Labor Relations, including the right to take collective action to improve their wages and working conditions. They would be entitled to engage in activities like walkout and protest, and to discuss their pay with each other, rights that they are not guaranteed to as mere participants. While this only pertain to Love is Blind, it will set a precedent for other producers and potentially galvanize the movement to unionize reality TV talent. So, I'm wondering, Bray, how big could this get? This could get to Big Brother. This could get to Survivor. This can get to The Amazing Race. This can get to The Bachelor, Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise. This can get to any new show that can be created or produced. This can affect The Housewives. This also could impact Love and Marriage Huntsville and the Love and Marriage franchise. And that is the end of the story. I will keep an eye on this for y'all. The hearing is scheduled for, and believe me, the entertainment industry will Believe you me. By the way, thank y'all for the 19 likes. I appreciate y'all, by the way. StreamYarding. So we're on YouTube Live. I kind of like it. The only thing that I really don't like is I don't have my music. I don't have my music or anything like that. But it's okay though. It's okay. I like it. It's almost like podcast mode. So it is all good. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. We got more Virtual Tour Live coming at you right from the space right here, right now. So our next story child is Ryan Seacrest. Yes, indeed. Seacrest is driving his wheel of fortune bosses crazy by refusing long-term deal. By the way, can I just say shout out to the Daily Mail for the Michael Strahan? Like, really though? Shout out to that. Shout out to Michael Strahan. You can catch him weekday mornings on America's #1 morning show. Good Morning America, 7 to 9 a.m. only on ABC, the best morning show on morning TV. Oh, and by the way, congratulations to Hulk. Happy her final day will be coming soon on today. And then that next Monday, Craig Melvin will be taking the seat. So, Craig, congratulations to you. I think you'll be the first black male anchor in a long time since Bryant Gumbel. So that is a huge deal there. Representation is important. Here we go. Ryan Seacrest is driving his wheel of fortune bosses crazy by refusing long-term deal. Ryan Seacrest had the uninevitable gig of replacing the beloved Pat Sajak on the long-running game show Wheel of Fortune this fall. Sajak hosted Wheel of Fortune for 43 years from 1981 to 2024, though he still hosts Celebrity Wheel of Fortune from time to time. While some fans have blasted Seacrest for handling certain moments, like a contestant losing $1 million in the bonus round, yeah, there was a contestant that lost $1 million, and they said the sympathy was not there. Also, too, you know, when you do the mystery wedge, it either has $10,000 or bankrupt. Ryan Seacrest did not explain that if you get that bankrupt, that also gets rid of your $1 million chance. So Ryan Seacrest has made some mistakes. Let's continue. Viewers have flocked to the show. Wheel of Fortune Season 42 premiere week averaged 8,310,000 total viewers an episode, the highest premiere week ratings in 5 years. With all that early success, the executives are trying to lock the 49-year-old of his boss is crazy. His bosses want him to scale back his multiple other endeavors and focus more on the show. Through a report from Closer Weekly, adds he doesn't want to be pigeonholed. Seacrest's more prominent gig is hosting ABC's American Idol. The Wheel of Fortune producers are fine with him hosting that if he pars back on his other jobs. It's okay if he hosts American Idol. They can't change that, but they want him to scale down his other endeavors and tie him up into a binding contract. And Sire said the powers that be over Wheel of Fortune don't want him stretched to the limit and wants his full attention to the show, the source contended. Along with hosting Idol, he has hosted Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve since 2004, plus his daily radio show On Air with Ryan Seacrest. He also serves as an executive producer on Hulu's The Kardashians and Live with Kelly and Mark. Is he still executive producer? Because I remember Ryan Seacrest was with Kelly Ripa for like 6 years, I think. But it's Live with Kelly and Mark now. Let's see if that's okay. It has a number of other business ventures. The source said they see Ryan as the future, but Ryan's not the kind of guy to lock in and sign here. He wants freedom, control, refuse to be pigeonholed, and his obstinate stance at driving Boston is crazy. The source insisted. Seacrest has yet to comment publicly on the report, and it's unclear if he will sign a long-term pact to host the long-running show. Oh my God! So here is the clip. Here, I have not seen this clip. Here we go. So Ryan. This is rough, bro. This is rough. In that we saw at least. Wait, you couldn't hear it? Okay, so you couldn't hear it. Okay, so I'll basically give the situation. So basically, what happened was there was a contestant, and they were playing the bonus round, and the puzzle was offering some help. And so when she lost the $1 million, Ryan said, "Are you okay? You were so close," and it really wasn't any, sympathy. Now here's how I would have done it. So let's go back. Let's go back. So I'm gonna do this here. So right here, when she was like in this moment right here, right? Vanna had more sympathy, right? I would say, hey, listen, come here is okay. Listen, it could have been anything. But also too, Ryan in that moment, I didn't really see him, talking to the contestant because Pat Sajak would say, talk it out, it could be anything, obviously you got the word help. So, think about, different phrases with help, it's not, because the host is, the guide to the show. But it just seemed really flat, Ryan. Like you were so close, and it's just like, oh, Jesus. It could have been a little more something like, hey, guess what? Just because you lost this $1 million does not mean that your life is over. This has happened to many of our players. Like, reinforcing some comfort there. And you would think as a host he would know what to do, but that's neither here nor there, child. Let's see here. Let's see. Trying to get back on our destination here. Give me a moment, y'all. YouTube Studio is still new to me here. Okay. The Ryan Seacrest era of Wheel of Fortune got off to a big start when season 42 premiere. When the season 42 premiere drew in 9,630,000 million viewers. That marked the highest season premiere for the show in years, and nearly double the previous season premiere. The show also boasted a rating of 4.88 and cemented its stats as the top program in syndicated television. That's what Sajak at the helm drew in 5.68 million viewers. So that's 5,680,000 total viewers last September. Child, that is just here it is. Here, there's only a handful of men that have ever selected for these game shows. Obviously, Ryan has clout, perhaps too much. Open the doors and let some new blood in. Short-term guy, accidental celebrity. Short-term guy, you have no idea what short-term means. He's been a radio host since 2004, 20 years. American Idol, 2002, 22 years. Kardashian producer, 17 years. Now that is a career. I have to give Dovita the credit for is a career. So, and listen, as much as I think Ryan takes over every job, he definitely has put the work in. Drop him, he's overexposed. He hosts a program. I changed the channel. And isn't it just lovely that he gave us the Kardashians? Says it all, doesn't it? He turns me off. Kind of what he hosts. No allure to watch. More money won't work. His middle name is work. That's what he does. They hardest working guy in Los Angeles for no reason. Last time I watched Wheel of Fortune was the episode just before Secrets took over. I haven't watched since. I can't stand the guy. He's just too creepy. So pay him more if he's still doing other things to generate revenue. Would you like him to stop? Pay him more. Easy fix. Pay him more. The guy's insanely loaded. He just wants to have fingers in many pots as possible. In case something blows up, he does the same thing with women. Not with women though. Not with women though. Not with women though. For a guy who has no real talent, he sure is rich and big in demand. How's your paycheck compare? If you even weren't. Now that is very true. Now hosting is a lot more than just walking out there and reading a teleprompter. As you guys can see, the show is not StreamYarding today because StreamYard is StreamYarding. But there is an intro, there's an outro, there is a format. When it comes to American Idol, introducing the judges, well, actually, no, introducing the experience, then introducing the judges, then introducing the contestants, telling, about each contestant on the show, them singing, relaying to what they have to sing, then going to the judges, then dim the lights, and here we go, where if you say their name, they feel like their life is over. So you have to be the conduit to let them know that this is just a stepping stone. Hosting is much more than just reading a teleprompter and showing up on camera. Hosting is understanding you're in the room, but the room is not about you. That's the best way that I can describe that. And hosting is a gift. It really is a gift to be able to relate to an audience, bring in an audience, but also to be able to relate to an audience, invest in an audience, but also to diversify how an audience can experience something. That is a gift. So hosting is definitely a skill set. I don't know what this person is talking about, because Dick Clark had one camera, one boom mic, and was in the middle of Times Square for New Year's Eve. So listen, let's see, one more reply here. Brian Dunkelman will love to do it. Lord Jesus, not Brian Dunkelman, child. Brian Dunkelman was the co-host of American Idol. Then he dropped off, and then it was just Ryan Seacrest. So. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, yes, he'll die rich too, and that all that will remain his money and his reputation for producer Kardashian. His open invitation to Hades awaits. Oh my Lord, y'all are savage in these comments. Let's see, any new comments? Yep, that's the last comment. But like I said, though, Ryan Seacrest hosted Wheel of Fortune. If he wants to host Wheel of Fortune, he'll host Wheel of Fortune for a long time. He's got the gig. But also, too, I understand, you don't want to be pigeonholed. That's why Steve Harvey does Family Feud. But he also does the Steve Harvey Morning Show. He used to do Miss Universe until the controversy, and now Miss Universe is on Roku. But it's important to diversify yourself, not just to have many fingers in pies, just in case something, blows up, but also too, the more that people can see your range, the more you will have an audience. And then there is Ryan Seacrest right there with Chewbacca Casino. So just Ryan is everywhere. Okay. So next story, Remy Ma. Child, we gotta talk. So right here, Remy Ma says, this comes to us from the Shade Room. Papoose, you ucking dummy. Hey, Miss Shields, he took your advice, but not before I screenshot y'all conversation. Oh, he was getting me arrested. The woman that never ucked off on him in 17 years while applying with one of his chicks to try to destroy me. The same woman that could have been used by a platform to expose you. I got all your pics and messages from the chicks while I was away, while he was holding me down. Ukya Movia, I guess. Sidebar, he was about to say he wrote me rhymes. Imagine that. If anything sexual leaks about me, it was him because he threatened that too. Now, Remy Ma, I'm going to just say this, right? You're going up against a boxer. This is not the move you want. He did hold you down in jail. And guess what? You cheated on him. So he's got the right to cheat on you. Like, what you're not going to do is sit up here and drag this man who, honestly, child, most people, and I like to believe the good people, most people, if you're in jail, they are going to feel lonely. And child, really, you Cookie. Because Cookie was in jail for 17 years from Empire. But here's the gag, though, right? Here's the gag with Cookie. Cookie owned up to her shit. You haven't owned up to your shit. You can't get mad at him for getting with somebody else. The hell wrong with you? And Remy Ma is a cheater. I said it like it is what it is. You cheated. He got you back, and it is what it is. And here are some receipts here, y'all. Pop, since when do you, hang on, let me go back, because I just don't get it. Pop, since when do you let both of your phones die? Don't call me, get up. I know you hate the internet, but you need to do something today about this girl. My PR team is going to freak out when they see this. So you need to do something today about this girl. My PR team is going to freak out when they see this. So basically, you knew what you were doing, and you wanted to utilize your PR team to drag him. You did this shit on purpose. Yeah. I can't be up there exposing her before December 25th, the movie come out. You got your other phone yellow. Don't worry. I'm not worried about nothing she said per her story. I just need you clear up as soon as possible. This lady, Carissa Shears, and that sorry ass publicity team been putting out fake stories on me every day to make me look bad and him look like God for too long. Child, everybody was dragging you for cheating on him before her publicity team even came into the picture, Remy Ma. Shut your ass up. Shit. Just because you are a black woman in the world of rap don't mean you can't be called to account. If men can do wrong, women can do wrong too. Shut the flying fuck up, Remy Ma. I begged Papoose to put out something to stop the narrative, but he kept telling me to stay quiet, and that's the best thing to do while I'm tired. Oh, he said he will never you because you ugly, but don't worry, I saw everything out of the world is going to see it since you're so tough, boo. Here's the thing. You exposing her only exposes your character. That if anybody crosses you, they're trash to you. Child, you played yourself. You played yourself. You played yourself. And I said, well, I said, Remy Ma's a cheer. It is what it is. He has the right to be happy. He held you down while you were in jail. This is what you did. You deserve what you get. Imagine your husband plotting on you with another woman. He wasn't plotting anything. She went to jail, not him. Like what? I don't like this for her. For people to believe Papoose been solid this entire time and saying she is going outside. And she is going outside. Pap got sloppy and fell asleep. Holding someone down while incarcerated isn't keeping your legs closed or your dong in your pants. It's the visitor fees, visitations, letters, and pictures, phone calls, and money for store. If a person does these things throughout your bid, they in fact held you down, man or woman. And Keith Wallace very well said, this is the MVP comment. This should be pinned because factual. 2,724 likes. Factual. So apparently the hell was not in fact down. Y'all only fell for him being lower while she was in jail. She was never wife material. Glad that he moved on. Agreed. Never message a man that's not replying. Let's see here. This is so sad. They don't have to go out like this. So many people looked up to them. As much as breakup happens, there's a certain level of maturity, respect, and grace that should come along with it. Continue to show the world how it should be done. Too many people are watching this play out in a low-class manner. It's sad. Right here, saying that man was cheating is crazy. She was gone 7 years. There was never any stories about. There was never stories in the press about him. No side baby. She was good. She came home to her man and had a baby. She was held down. Thank you. Because these people that are saying this, that, and the third about Papoose, let's see your relationship. Because I bet you this shit just like you are shit. Stop it. That make no damn sense. And what is Remy Ma going to do with Brayley? Not a motherfucking damn thing. Her fans ain't going to do shit either. See, the problem with social media is it will allow you to feel like you somebody. And the problem with people like Remy Ma is that they have a high school yearbook mindset. But the gag is nobody gives a fucking reality, child. You did what the fuck you did. So lay in your bed and take it up the ass, and I hope you can handle the pain. And what? Child, listen. Just keep it in a buck. Just keep it in a buck. And here's my thing, right? Because I know some of y'all gonna be like, Braylon Remy Ma is a mother. She's a black woman. She's this, that, and the third. Guess what? Black men have the right to have a damn opinion. Because I'm getting sick of y'all shit. Because LGB and everything that he's done, the other side's done. But y'all don't want to stand up against that shit, but a black man saying that right is right and wrong is wrong. And that a black woman can do wrong and they got the right to be called out on it. Do y'all not remember Kelly Price when I called her ass out? Shout out to Chef Don, by the way, for that story. Kelly Price said that apparently, allegedly, and in her opinion, that a Sunday best judge fornicated with some boys and messed around with someone else's spouse, and she didn't give a name. I called her ass out too. We got to get past the fact of that just because somebody is black doesn't mean they can't be called to account, whether a black man is having an opinion or a black woman's having an opinion. Because once it's in the mainstream, everybody got the right to an opinion. So you can miss me with your shit. Y'all good? Y'all good in the back? Y'all need y'all need a toy to suck on? What y'all need? Y'all good? Okay. Let's roll on, child. Or y'all need a ring pop to suck on? Anyway, Remy Ma online feud with Papoose and Clarissa Shields continues. Pop said he KO'd Remy's alleged boyfriend. Remy accuses Pop of abuse. You're accusing him of abuse now because your ass is getting. Hang on, y'all. One quick second. Hold on, one quick second. Hang on, y'all, real quick. Real quick. I'm still right here with y'all. Hang on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Still right here with y'all. Give me 1 quick second. All right. We're still live on tour. Give me 1 second. Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. I had a call come in. Hang on. Let me get my camera back on with y'all. There we go. Okay. But no, seriously, back to this because I really want to get, does the other person get to be free? Get to be free because at the beginning, Mill, if he did his part, right, in holding you down, why can't he move on? You moved on with your person. And like I said before, everybody was calling you out of you cheating before this ever became this. So you can't use that as a reason or your defense or any type of logic. Child. Things are still escalating between Remy Ma Papoose and his alleged girlfriend, Professor Boxer Carissa Shields. Remy Ma accused Papoose of physically attacking her and shared a video of Carissa wishing her a happy new year, asking for fashion advice. That is called keeping peace in the valley, which you know nothing about, Remy Ma. On the other hand, Papoose alleged that Remy left him and their daughter on Christmas to spend time with her rumored boyfriend. He also claimed that she stayed with the man for 4 days straight after Pab allegedly knocked him out. Carissa took to Twitter to call Remy a crash out and challenged her to a boxing match. While I was at home with my daughter last Christmas, this was where Remy Ma was. Now that I finally moved on, she's angry, making up lies, #narcissist. I told her we could divorce like adults. She refuses to do that because I wouldn't lie and say I didn't knock this chump out. I still got messages of her begging me to lie about the knockout, but who cares? He didn't even throw one punch back. #super soft. Last time I saw this chump, he was in the field position. Everyone saw it. While I knocked him out, Remy Ma woke him up and went home with him in 4 days. I went home with my daughter. As you can see, she couldn't wait to lie about it again. SMH narcissist. I didn't knock him out because he slept with my wife. I knocked him out because he shook my hand and then slept with my wife. #ex-wife. #narcissist. Play with police Papoose. So you forgot the pool never being finished because remodeled because you're attacking me in the garage and the workers called the cops to get you off of me. I ain't adding shit. Next is the audio and video. Keep fucking lying. And here's Papoose weirdo girlfriend wishing me a happy new year. So a couple days later, this lady was actually hitting me for advice on how to show off her body. This is crazy. I created this monster though, praising you for things you weren't right and keeping quiet, knowing the truth. You think you know what I got, so that's why you feel comfortable lying to these people. I promise you're going to be sorry. Well, I mean, listen, honestly, like, okay, you sent her pictures and stuff. Okay. Right there, she looks beautiful. So, and this is the thing too, Remy Ma, like for you to go on looks, like how does that showcase your character, child? See, when people have nothing to lose, they will say anything else except the facts. Remy Ma's a Destiny Peyton. She went to jail because of her own fault, blaming everybody else, and can't take criticism. Looks like Destiny Payne Williams and Remy Ma are sisters. Sister. Child. Carissa Shields versus Remy Ma, February 2nd. Come get your ass whooped, crash out. Let's see here. I'm not 45 yet, but you're 29. I'll say this. You're not aging like fine wine. Again, though, I'm not sure. Tell your boyfriend to buy you some flowers and gifts because he didn't answer any of these phones because he was with his Cali girl this week. You making a fake text is crazy. I'm not a itch you can bully. You bitter and mad. You make yourself look stupid. Just stop it. I can't believe a 45-year-old woman's crashing out like this. Clown behavior. I'm not 45 yet. It's the same thing. Child, listen, Remy Ma. Either on February 2nd, go and be in the boxing ring or shut your bitch ass up. Yeah, I said it. And what? Like, y'all, this is ridiculous. We are arguing on principle. And listen, my mom said the cussing should stop. And listen, but the thing that I don't get is Where is the line at? So it's cool when they do, but ain't cool when I do it. Like Remy Ma called her a itch. I can't. It's the double standards for me. It's the double standards for me. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Out here, outside in these New York streets, call me. Like I said, I think she needs to get in the boxing ring and make it do what it do. Make it do what it do. Because otherwise, Remy Ma, you're just talking shit. Moving on. And listen, before anybody says that Braylon is disrespectful of women, all that stuff, Aries Girls, Speak Your Piece, Sharon Gobble, Justine Bow, Nikki News or Narcissism, Terry Baby, Foodie 713, all black women in my chat. Need I remind you of the receipts on my community wall of how many black women came out when y'all tried it with me? Who was the person that uploaded that video on wiretapping to help Melody and who's been coming through? So miss me with that shit of that I don't respect black women. If anything, this channel promotes all black culture all the time more than other channels that are one-trick ponies in this sector. Moving on. Oh, also too, Shay Renee online. Checked in on her every day. T-Talk with your girl. Checked in on her every day when her son Anthony was going through shit. Miss me with that. I got the right to have an opinion. Because I stand 10 toes down behind the scenes and in public. Now, I will understand if I didn't stand 10 toes down in public and behind the scenes, but I'm not the one nor the two to make the three or be the three. Check my lives and check other content creators' lives before you come from me. Moving the fuck on. And if what I'm saying ain't true about you, don't respond to it. If what I'm saying about Remy Ma is true, she ain't gonna respond to it, because guess how celebrities work, y'all? They go after the bigger content creators because the subscribers and total view counts give them traction in the algorithm to reach the culture. And if you're about your business, my opinion shouldn't matter when my opinions shouldn't affect your dollars. Hashtag I holla at you later. Rolling on. From the Jasmine brand, Beyonce. Woo, Beyonce's publicist, Yvette Nicole Shore, says her NFL Christmas halftime show will not be extended to 20 minutes. So this publicist has a bag or bags, because remember the Democratic National Convention, the fourth night she was supposed to be the guest. That's not the case. Remember when, you know, there was a rumor about Beyonce going on tour. There was like a United video with, if you want to see Beyonce here, fly United. She had to come out again and say, no, that's not the case. And now it won't be extended to 20 minutes. Right here from Beyonce News. By the way, this verification check mark thing is dicey, because when Elon Musk did that, it made everybody have check crazy fever. And so you really don't know who is actually true and who's not true, because everybody can buy a verification check. So, but it says here from Beyonce News, Beyonce's halftime show on the 25th is expected to be 20 minutes long. NFL will give Beyonce more time than the conventional Super Bowl time, 12 to 15 minutes. Untrue. Untrue. Her performance will not be 20 minutes. Child, listen. That was my Brave Braid. That part right there, Aries Girl Podcast. I'm just saying, check my receipts before you come for me. Check in with some of the people that I engage with on YouTube. And hell, if you really want to know, ask Melody how she feels about me. Oh, wait, I forgot. I'm a mod. She asked me out. And that's the gag. Out of all the content creators in this sector, she has me and Captain Venus to mind. Doesn't that say something? Mm-hmm. And really, after what happened with LGB, y'all should have been celebrating me being a mod female, because that means she still wants men in her camp. But yet I'm the problem. But yeah, LGB ain't the problem. Miss me with your shit. Anyway, child, let's get back to this. Right here, Yvette has always been on it. One of the industry's greatest. Just be making up stuff. Yvette is not for play. She be on just like y'all need to be on my latest book, Love Cycle, Philly Love Story, which is available on Amazon. I'm not mad at it. I'm gonna like it because you give your comment, but you elevate yourself. I'm not mad at it. It will be longer. Okay, so it's 30 minutes. See how y'all easily be on here lying? Yvette be at the ready at all times. Shout out to a good publicist. Pray for 19 minutes and 59 seconds. She didn't say it won't be extended. She said it won't be 20 minutes. Could be more than 20 or less than 20, basically. Oh, okay, Coming to America. You reading between the lines. Okay, look, I'll give you a like, because that could be true. Very well done. Very well done. Finally, y'all, our last destination, y'all. 10 destinations in one show. That's what we do over here. From Billboard magazine, billboard.com, Cardi B blasts CPS for allegedly harassing her family over bogus claims. The Grammy-winning rapper believes she is being targeted by the agency because of her and Offset's celebrity status. Cardi B was a victim of a prank in October when someone anonymously called Child Protective Services claiming that she and Offset were abusing their children. CPS apparently continued their investigation into Cardi and her family, which the Grammy-winning rapper has deemed to be harassing amid what she says is bogus claims. Cardi, who previously denied all allegations of mistreating her kids, addressed CPS and the agency's investigation during an explosive Instagram live session on Tuesday, December 10th. Hang on, y'all. Give me a moment. Okay, there we go. You keep harassing me, and there are actual kids about that. There are actual kids about there that are being abused. She said, none of my kids have ever gotten touched. None of my kids ever got a little pow, a little whooping, or a little nothing, none of that. Now, there's a scripture that says, spoil the rod, spare the child, right? I'm paraphrasing it, but I got whoopings growing up. But I'm still here. My parents, when they whooped me, it was only for something extreme that I did. And I do believe that if you do abuse your kids, you're a piece of shit to me, and you should go to hell. And I hope that you don't make it, mentally and otherwise. But to punish your kids or to whoop your kids, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I really don't. And like I said, sometimes kids need to be handled, because the way my parents said this to me, and you guys have probably heard this too, I'd rather get to you before the world gets to you, because when the world gets to you, they're not going to care about you. And we see that with all the black men and black women that are no longer here because of police and racism. Okay? So listen, that says a lot, right? And it does, Aries Girl Podcast, and it does, my friend. Let me get back to here. None of that. Kari continued. A month later, I didn't give them my kids' information. Now they want to fake come back to my house again and interview my kids. Look at my kids. Why are you harassing me for my daughter's information? What does that have to do with anything? My daughter doesn't even have a social security because I don't want nobody knowing her name. The Bronx native says she's willing to go to whatever lengths it takes to legally end the investigation, even if that means exposing CPS agents' information or around 5-figure check to her returns. Even after you check, you still want to harass, she added. No, you're being ucking annoying. You're doing the most because I'm a ucking celebrity. Mind you, there are parents that don't even buy them a ucking coat because they ucking hate them. This ucking forward eye itch keep pissing me the uck off. Cardi went on to play a recorded phone call conversation between herself, Offset, and CPS agent. The agent revealed that anyone can make a call to CPS in the state of New Jersey, and the agency would investigate the claims. Y'all need to handle that shit. Because guess what? If there is a call made, just like to Cardi B, and it's wrong, that means y'all could lose y'all job. No, y'all need to handle that shit. Billboard has reached out to Cardi B and the New Jersey's Department of Children and Families for comment about 6 weeks ago. Cardi revealed from a hospital bed that an anonymous person had called CPS on her in what was a horrible prank, alleging that she abused her 6-year-old daughter, Culture, and 3-year-old son, Wave, a newborn baby. I swear to you, I'm going to get to the bottom of it for you mother uckers to do a little prank call with Child Protective Services to come to my gated mansion at 11 p.m. while my children are sleeping because there's been an anonymous call that my kids have been getting abused and being. She said on Instagram Live at the time, during which she denied the abuse allegations. Are you ucking dumb? This is when pranks start to get too far, when you think, when you assholes think it's funny. And I agree. I absolutely agree. The SWAT calls are unnecessary. Just anything that impacts kids is classless, tattered, and sad behavior. And you're a piece of shit to me, and get from around me. And get from around my virtual tour family. Okay. Speaking of Cardi B, and like I said, if you want to argue based on us, if you want to argue the basis of a CPS prank call, that hey, people do prank calls all the time, you're shit to me. Because here's the gag: if somebody did a CPS prank call on you and your kids, you'll be having my energy. Okay. Cardi B is demanding the $3.4 million Tossaway K owes her, dismissing Tossaway's claims of being broke. Cardi's lawyers filed documents in Florida bankruptcy court alleging Tossaway is hiding assets, including money and property transferred to her husband's name and offshore trust accounts. The gag to me is that your husband told you to stop doing this shit. I thought, in a marriage, y'all supposed to be each other's helpmate. But hey, listen, I guess there's a thing called free will, right? Okay, child. Despite claiming financial hardship, Cardi points out that Tossaway is living luxuriously, renting out $7,000 a month apartment, flaunting expensive items on social media. Cardi seeks to dismiss Tossaway's bankruptcy case and block her from reapplying for 2 years as she aims to recover her money. This follows Cardi weighing a defamation lawsuit against Tossaway for false claims about her. Pay her damn money, child. It's about to be 2025. Jesus Christ. And do you know how you could do this? And I know this would be shocking to believe, but there's a thing called BET Studios. I don't think BET Studios has done a film yet. Just go to BET Studios or go with Tyler Perry and say, hey, listen, can you make a blogger versus entertainment TV series? And guess what? You play yourself. Not that you play yourself, but you are executive producer and you get paid $1.4 million a season. Have it get to 4 seasons. So that way you pay the $3.4 million and then you keep $1 million and be done. Jesus. Like, really? Like, if Risa Tisa could get her story with Natasha Rothwell on Hulu, what does that say about Tossaway K? Like, come on now. I cannot. And y'all, that is our show. Those are all the destinations, child. Now, normally I would drop the link, but of course, y'all know StreamYard is StreamYarding, so I can't do that, unfortunately. But yeah. So, my Lord. Now, here's a positive news story, y'all. Here's a positive news story, because y'all know we always end it with a positive news story. Check this out. Beyonce wins top country female artist at the Billboard Music Awards. Congratulations to you. Very well done. And so, see, like Billy Ray Cyrus said, you don't have to have a CMT award to know that you're a legend, because guess what? It's been approved by Willie Nelson. It's been approved by Billy Ray Cyrus. It's been approved by Dolly Parton. I'd rather have the industry approve me than an award approve me. Okay. And by the way, y'all, in some more wonderful news here, just saw this as well. Jacqueline Blake announces her pregnancy. Blake announced the news on December 12th, yesterday, sharing 2 stunning photos on her Instagram page of herself in a long black lace dress and long lace black gloves. Blake is already a mom to daughters Ava, 12, and Blakely, 5. So congratulations to the mom of 3. Hopefully it is a boy for sure. There. So some good news there, guys. Some good news there. Hey, Mahogany Meeks, welcome in. So thank you guys for the 23 likes for people watching and everybody who came through. Thank you all so much. Hey, Mahogany Meeks, welcome in. I'm gonna turn off my camera now because we've done the whole show for over hang on. I gotta do this right. We've done the whole show for over an hour. So yes, indeed, we are still here live on tour. So what destination this morning, now afternoon, because it's 22 minutes after 1 o'clock, what destination really got y'all going? And I'll type in the chat the destinations here, just so that way you guys will know what's going on here. Hang on. Let me get it up here. So here are all the destinations. So we got Destiny Peyton, Marsau, Scott, Hot Ones, Warner Brothers Discovery, Amanda Seales, plus Ryan Seacrest, Remy Ma, Beyonce, and Cardi B. So which of those destinations really got to you? I think the one that really got to me today was Remy Ma. Like, for you to sit here and fly in the face of what you've done, you really are a Destiny Peyton Williams of hip hop. You really are. And you deserve what you that Carissa goes to town and paints the town red. What? Did I say something? Did y'all hear something? Child, listen. Now stream y'all. Oh my Lord. Hang on, y'all. Stream y'all want to see. I'm on YouTube Live through YouTube Live. I will do that and then get right back to y'all. But seriously, there needs to be a live chat at all times, 24/7. There we go. It was Remy Ma for me. I would have traded my ex for Papoose in a hot second. That's why I'm saying, like, we got to be on principle. Like, right is right and wrong is wrong. So I think that's the got to me today. Destiny Peyton, that story didn't surprise me. I mean, if you would go after content creators and your therapist was right in her assessment of what actually happened on the show, something that you actually did, and you can't handle somebody being on your boss's platform and understand that that's an assignment, you are very weak as an individual. Just saying. With Marsau Scott, you know, the rumor has been, you know, for a while from Martell that it's been, TikTok with your girl is pre-gaming for Winter Wonderland. And by the way, shout out to everybody in Atlanta for Winter Wonderland. Please be safe, have a good time, and just enjoy being in happiness. The ratchetness will be here when you get back, child. So shout out to TikTok with your girl and to all the content creators that are going down. I know Sassy's going down. I think not Inez Martin, but Yeah, I think Inez Mars going down there. But shout out to everybody going down. Please, please, please enjoy yourselves. Okay. So yeah, so Destiny Payne Williams, she got mad at Dustin Ross for his review. Remember when Martell and Destiny were on the park bench, and he did not like the fact that they were making fun of Melody's voice and that Destiny wasn't being truthful, all that stuff. Destiny apparently sent a scathing DM, and Carlos said it out loud, and I will show y'all the response here because I thought it was very well done. I was very well done. Hang on, let me see here. Hang on one quick second, y'all. There we go. So this is what Dustin Ross had to say. And even though I believe Dustin is dry as hell, he over explains and he can't own his identity in being a host, I will have to give Dustin Ross his credit on this one. I have to, because I would have done the same thing. And actually, Dustin gave a lot of love, grace, and space in his response to Destiny. So here we go. Shout out to Empress Radio, who the story came from originally. So Dustin MVP, because I totally agree with what he said. He actually gave a lot of love, grace, and space to Destiny in his response to Destiny. You know what I mean? So, and listen, honestly, Destiny needs to be grateful that the blogs are talking about her. Here's the gag. Love and Marriage Huntsville is only alive because of social media. Social media is supposed to be a compliment to a show, not be the show. Social media is supposed to be a compliment to the show, not the main show. Social media is supposed to be a compliment to the show, not be the main show. Okay, so it did come through again. So basically, Dustin Ross said that, I don't know what she said, but that boundaries are, really beneficial and they are a blessing to life. And so, if I'm interviewing you, about Bell Collective to Tambra, this is not, got your moment of what I think of you and this, that, and the third. But when my opinion is asked, my opinion is asked, and that does not give you the right to DM me of a conversation. And so I thought that Dustin handled himself very, very on point. And then Desliva Silver broke some news out last night that apparently Toss Away K said that a side chick that Marsau engaged with, apparently the side chick said that there has been more than 20 women that Marsau has slept with. Allegedly. So yeah, that broke last night. And literally how I found out about it, I was literally making it do what it do. And I was literally making it do what it do. And I just happened to see Desliva live. I'm like, what's Desliva Silver doing up? Not that she can't do that because she's a grown woman that can do what she wants to do. But I was like, what is she doing up? And so I had to rewind back to the beginning. And oh, my Lord Jesus. So Tossaway K tried to play a phone call. The phone call wasn't coming through, but Tossaway K said when the phone call is done that she is going to upload it on the app. So we shall see. Well, I mean, listen, here's the thing, right? Before Tisha tries to come for Desliva Silver, which I don't think she really wants to do, you might want to go to Tossaway K because that's where it actually came from. Desliva Silver is just repeating the information. And the cast gotta get out of that. Like, y'all are public figures. If it's public, it's public. And you can say what you want to about Braylon Lee. But the only times I have ever done anything was I called the police department because everybody was asking about Maurice when he was going to, if he was going to be in jail over the weekend. So I literally called on my phone, pressed speaker, y'all heard it live. Same thing with the hotel. Called the hotel, pressed it live. Besides that, I don't call any of these businesses because do y'all not see the topics that we cover? Do you not see the destinations we travel to? There is more happening in real life that has more heat than Love and Marriage Huntsville. So I don't have to do any of this just to have a platform on YouTube. What? And what? And what? What? Like, go to Tossaway K with that energy. Don't go to Silver with that energy. And I'm not just saying it because, you know, she's a good friend of mine and I love her and I believe she is a great person. But because guess what? Tossaway K was the one that said it. And if you really want to know, like, Tossaway K and Martell did an interview. So you might want to ask Martell why, if he knows anything. So they misplace their anger on people just because they're public figures. And that's not cool. And even with Kenya Moore, with what she did with Revenge P, even though she said she was going to sue ATL, which that lawsuit will fall flat on its face in court because guess what? You went on Tamron Hall and admitted to it on national television. Candy Burris, Kenya Moore, all of them, they could have done a lot to a lot of these fans, but they stay in their lane because they understand that higher is waiting for them. These people in Love and Marriage Huntsville, they don't have anything higher that's waiting for them. So they're always going to the lower that's available because that's who they are. Money and circumstances don't change people, just amplifies what's already in them. Child. Speak your piece. You and your family have been in my prayers. Absolutely, for sure, for sure. Let me go into T-Talk with your girls chat and say hey to her. Love you all and enjoy yourselves. Just wanted to come through and support. Love you all. So yes, India. He talks chat. I'm getting all the hey Braylons. Isn't it nice when people actually want to see? To be real. Say hey to Angela. See, this is the nice part of YouTube. If you see, and this is the gag, right? If you are kind to people, people will be kind to you. That's the gag. I'm trying to say hi to everybody because everybody is saying hi to me because of my character. Shocking concept, I know. All right, I think I'm almost done saying hey to everybody. And they just keep coming too. Let's see here. So we talked about Destiny Peyton and Marsau. Hot Ones, I really do think Hot Ones is going to be one of the biggest platforms in the new year. And honestly, I need to go over to First We Feast and see if there is any and see if there's any job openings, because I'm sure they're going to need some social media managers. I'm sure they're going to need some creatives to help them figure out what they need to do. You know what I mean? I think that is everybody, or as T-Talk would say, Lottie-Dottie and everybody. Let me check in with Millie Chun and Queen Sheba are down there. They both look beautiful. I'm looking at Millie Chun's community. Aww. I love seeing us as good people, you know. I really do. It's good stuff. Okay, let's see. That's all sassy. Oh no, she's still alive or not, child. Nope, she's not live. She just got off 11 minutes ago. But anyway. You know, Warner Bros. Discovery, the fact that they could be spinning off or selling their networks is huge. And that could mean OWN as well. And like I said, y'all, if y'all pay attention to the moves being done in front of you, you will understand what you are seeing in front of you. So, child, it looks like legacy media is changing. Now, if OWN gets sold, you know, who does OWN get sold to? Does it get sold to Disney? Does it get sold to NBC? Will it become an independent network? That could be possible. Could OWN, you know, combine with BET? That could be a possibility as well. So I would say stay tuned on that story, and I definitely will for y'all. Amanda Seals, child, listen. You just suck, child. I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Let me take that back. You probably are good at something. You just need to be still to figure out what that is. There you go. That's a better way to do it. My mama's influence of always trying to see the best in people always comes through. As long as Tyler Perry doesn't buy our own, I'm okay with what happens. You ain't right. Well, you know, he tried to buy BET and he couldn't get BET. You know what I mean? So yeah, child, yeah. Oh my Lord Jesus, that is hilarious. Let me see here. We talked about plus size women. Y'all know how I feel about them. If you're coming for them, you're coming for me. And if you have to make fun of someone's body, then you're shit to me. And let me tell you something. That also goes for me too. But I normally, actually, no, I don't think I've ever body shamed. No, I haven't. Now listen, if somebody don't look good, and you know everybody, you know, is agreeing on the look, then that's different. You know what I mean? But I always try to elevate everybody as much as I can. BET would have been changed forever under Tyler Perry. I said, you're not the only person. I have a good friend named Michelle from the Ox Collab who said that, you know, Tyler Perry buying BET would be the biggest challenge that he has ever faced, because it would be bigger than just his creativity, and she didn't know if he could be able to handle giving over control. And I didn't think about that before, but I fully agree with that sentiment. So, you know. So yes, indeed. And then we talked about Love is Blind. I think if that case, makes it through court and the Love is Blind stars become employees, that is going to be a huge deal. A huge, huge deal. Because that could impact, reality shows, scripted. That could impact reality shows, unscripted. So that could impact, shows like Love and Marriage, Huntsville, Housewives, competitions, docu-series, documentaries as well. So that could be a really, really big thing. That could be a really, really, really big thing. So. Oh, wait a minute. I just saw something. Are you serious? Oh my God. Okay, y'all. Breaking news. Breaking news. Okay, I'm about to bring this to y'all live. Because that's crazy. That's crazy, John. You never know what's going to happen when you're live on tour. You just never know. Okay, I'll share that as well. That is crazy, child. Let's see. Okay, let me go on my Facebook. And I just saw these stories, y'all. Just saw these stories. So apparently, y'all, Sesame Street is up for sale. HBO and Max are not renewing deal for new episodes. So Max will continue to license episodes of Sesame Street Library through 2027, but the upcoming 55th season of the show will be the last to debut on the streamer. It was previously announced that the 56th season, expected sometime in 2025, will be annual with more of a narrative focus. The decision not to renew the deal comes as Max pivots away from children's content to more adult and family programming. Okay, so does PBS pick this up? Does Nickelodeon, Disney pick this up? I mean, Shop has always been an independent brand and company, but Sesame Street needs to stay on TV. It needs to stay on TV. If Love and Marriage Huntsville, the ratchetness of that show can stay on TV, Sesame Street should stay on TV. Sorry, y'all can't even see it, child. See, this is how much we are on tour. Hang on, let me stop sharing. That's how you know it's real. Okay, here it is here, y'all. Sesame Street will not be renewed right here. So everything that I just read. Max will continue to license episodes from the Sesame Street Library in 2027, but the upcoming 55th season of the show will be the last to debut on the streamer. It's expected that the 56th season, expected sometime in 2025, will be reimagined with a more narrative focus. The decision to not renew the deal comes as Max pivots away from children's content and more toward adult and family programming. So Sesame Street will not be renewed. Like I said, Love and Marriage Huntsville can stay on there. Sesame Street can stay on there, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nickelodeon and Disney needs to pick this up. Come on. And not to mention, too, if Disney got Sesame Street, Disney would be able to utilize Sesame Street and the Muppets in a way that I don't think has ever been done, because they just got rid of Muppet Vision 3D. So something needs to happen. And with NBC Universal, right? They got DreamWorks Land, right? But also too, NBC Universal could use, Sesame Street as well. So we shall see on that. I am very saddened by this news. Yes, I don't watch Sesame Street anymore, but the world is Rocco and I am Elmo. If you don't know, there's this rock named Rocco as Zoe's best friend, and Zoe believes he's a human being, but Elmo knows that's not real, and he's getting pissed off because his intelligence is being disrespected, and I feel for Elmo. Okay. Now, this is some breaking news. I am excited. I remember this show from my childhood. Malcolm in the Middle being revived for new episodes on Disney Plus with Frankie Muniz, Brian Cranston, and Jane Karnazek. One of the most influential comedy series of the new millennium, Malcolm in the Middle, is finally getting a revival just in time for the 25th anniversary of its launch on Fox. The family will return for a limited 4-episode run. 4 episodes? Thought it was going to be at least 10 episodes. You know what? Ooh, I guess we should be grateful for what we get, y'all. Cast members Frankie Muniz, Bryan Cranston, and Jen Karzanek on board to reprise their roles as Malcolm and his parents Hal and Lois. It says, as the long line of the revival reveals, Malcolm has a daughter, and there have been feelers sent out for an actress to play him. Given the occasion, Hal and Lois' wedding anniversary makes sense for all the children present, while Christopher Kennedy Masterson and Justin Burnfield play the two eldest sons, Francis and Reese, respectively, in the original, will likely be in their roles. A return for Eric Sullivan, who played the youngest brother, Dewey, is unlikely. He quit acting in 2010, has not participated in. Don't mean if the check ain't. The trio will be at the center of the new episodes, in which Malcolm Muniz, his daughter, chaos when Hal Cranston and Lois Karzanek demand his presence for their 40th wedding anniversary party. Muniz has switched careers to become a full-time race car driver, but has kept the toe in Hollywood with occasional acting gigs. Along Cranston, he has been the most vocal about trying to get the gang back together for Malcolm. You know, listen, it is a win. Now, here's the real question to Disney Plus, because you didn't let Hilary Duff and her team bring back Lizzie McGuire as the adult show it should be. So are you going to let them do what they want to do for 4 episodes? Or are you going to have editorial control? So here it is here.
Yes, I hear you. I'm coming.
So coming soon to Disney Plus. So Malcolm in the Middle show. That is breaking news here on Virtual Tour Live. You never know what's going on. We're live on tour. Yeah, I know. Like, it's only 4 episodes. Yes, Breaking Bad was the show. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. But yeah, only 4 episodes though. That's just no. Ciao. Well, let me see if there's any other breaking news happening because that was some huge news here. This is some other news that I was gonna make a destination. Well, since we're here talking, why not? Because we're almost at 3 hours. Denzel Washington on Gladiator 2 and calling Ryan Coogler to apologize for spilling Black Panther 3 news. Right here, when Denzel Washington enters the room, we sit up straight and pay attention. It's entering a chapter. But he is far from slowing down as the 2-time Oscar winner gears up for his 70th birthday on December 28th, up into uncharted territory, taking on roles that push his boundaries, nurturing new talent, and reflecting that has redefined Hollywood. Not only is Washington riveting performance in Ridley Scott's epic Gladiator 2 at the heart of this chapter, but so is a new personal decision to reflect a healthy lifestyle. It's been a journey, Washington says to Roddy Awards Circuit Podcast. I've been on a 2-year program to get healthier at the Academy Awards. I looked at myself and thought, I've got to change. I worked with Doug Romero, a trainer. It's the birthday gift to myself, getting to a place where I feel okay looking in the mirror. And right here, talks about Gladiator 2. And then right here, directing was never on my radar, but it was Todd Black's idea. Washington says about his producer partner. But now I want to learn more, watch my son Malcolm go through the process, give me a better understanding. And right here, he showed me a trailer of the piano lesson that Malcolm cut himself, beaming with pride while saying, "Look at that, isn't that great?" He was lost in folly pride, even stood away by a mob of 50 fans to fee away weighing acclaim to get a chance of the up close glimpse of the acclaimed star. And then right here, I called him and apologized for talking about the movie. And right there sent with him was his beautiful wife. Still Ryan, humble, full of ideas. Whatever he writes, I read. And you know what? Honestly, to tell you the truth, to be the most decorated Black actor in Oscar history with 9 acting nominations and 2 wins. I'm not retiring tomorrow, but at some point it will be my last one. Until then, I'm working with incredible directors and telling stories that matter. Listen, I'm not going to sit here in front. I think after doing a career that big for Denzel Washington, I think he has the right to say if he's in Black Panther 3 or not. Like, I mean, come on, it's Denzel Washington. Now, if I were to spill that I was in Black Panther 3, then I deserve to be dragged. But Denzel Washington does not deserve to be dragged for this. He just does not. Okay? Just does not deserve to be dragged. There are bigger things to drag. Oh my God! Yes, 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 yes. Okay. This is such a happy Friday. Oh my God. Y'all, Astrobot took home the Game of the Year award. Congratulations to Astrobot. Yes! 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 Disney, okay, I'm going to come on camera for this because y'all need to contact PlayStation and make an Astrobot movie tied in with Wally, and y'all need to get on that 5th park, making it an Astrobot thrill park at Disney World. Because you're going up against Mario, and you can't beat Mario. But because Astrobot won Game of the Year, y'all need to go to work. Back off camera. Okay. All right. Just had to do that, child. Because I'm just like, oh my. That made me so excited. So excited. Oh my Lord Jesus. We are almost at a 3-hour show, everybody. I'm going to try to go out here and enjoy the day. It looks sunny out, which is nice, but you know, the sun can be deceptive. But either way, I'm still gonna go out and enjoy the day for myself, for sure. But yeah, as we get ready to wrap up a 3-hour show on YouTube, for believing in me, and for always trying to see something, it really does mean the world to me. This audience. Wait a minute. Oh my. Okay, this is some news. Okay, this is some news. Some news. Okay, I'm gonna come on camera and say this because it's important to do things on camera. Y'all, here it is. This is an exclusive. This is an exclusive. Okay, I don't know if anybody else has covered this, but y'all know we keep it real over here. Find.com as it loads. Here it is. Bell Collective renewed for season 6 at the Bell Collective is returning. Oprah Winfrey Network has renewed the series for season 6. It comes as season 5 of the show is currently airing and prepping for a 2-part reunion on December 27th and January 3rd. Tambria Cherry, Marie Hamilton Abston, Akeisha Holly Cohen, Letitia Pearson, Latrice Rogers, Sophia O. Williams, aka So Gucci, and Selena Johnson, who did not need to join the show. She could have held her own on her own show. Star in the series, which follows a group of entrepreneurs as they represent their hometown of Jackson, Mississippi, showcasing the very best in Black female entrepreneurship in the South. The current season is achieving double-digit growth over its prior season on Friday nights, with women 25 to 54 climbing the 25-plus demo, climbing 25+% in the demo, and ranking as the number 2 cable programming on Friday nights with African-American women 25 to 54. That sweet spot for advertising to the network. Bell Collective is produced by Kingdom Ray Entertainment with Carlos King, Raja Arnett, Brett Nesbitt, and Joan Collins as executive producers. King told Deadline earlier this year that reality show that he wanted more Black reality shows to be produced by Black actors. There's a lot of African-American based shows in the world. 99% of them are produced by white-owned production companies. White-owned production companies are doing a great job of producing the Black unscripted shows, but for me, how special would it be for a show to represent the owner of the company so that we're able to really have the ability to not only understand storytelling, but understand the culture in which the storytelling is happening, he said. So, Bell Collective is rude. I will say congratulations to the staff and crew because they put in those hours. And y'all listen, even though Carlos King is shit, that staff and crew, they do 12-hour days. And those checks should not be out those just because people don't like the show. Okay, these are human beings. All right, so I literally, we were about to end the show. This is why you stay on and you just browse, because you just never know what you're going to find. You just never know what you're going to find on these virtual streets. But wow. So no announcement about Love and Marriage Huntsville as of yet. But hey, that could indicate something big. If Huntsville could be renewed, but I just don't know what it is, but something within my soul is running through me that this is the final season for the show. Don't know, but hey. But yes, indeed. Just wanted to say that back off camera, child. Okay. You get over here. And it's all real content. It's all real content. Oh, my Lord. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. Yes, she did not get fired. So, yeah, some people in the building, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have all you here in the building with me. Y'all give me one quick second here. Hey, y'all, I am right here. But yes, so Bell Collective has been renewed for season 6. So there it is there. By the way, you will only see that on Deadline. Like I said, in Hollywood, check the Hollywood Reporter, Variety. Those are the trade publications of Hollywood, and they'll tell you everything that you need to know. So, but yep, Bell Collective is renewed for another season. So yes, indeed, child. Y'all, we're almost at a 3-hour show. Can y'all believe content? My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. What a time, what a time, what a time. Jesus. And by the way, thank y'all so much for being so loving with this morning show. I guys did enjoy the show. For what it was. I know it whistles that you guys are used to, but the content is and was fire this afternoon. Like I said, 10 destinations, a lot of updates. And like I said, too, when it comes to Warner Bros. Discovery, like I said, that's a big Winfrey Network and stuff. That Warner Bros. Discovery shows and the streaming platforms separating from the linear TV networks to potentially sell that is huge. That is huge. That is huge. That is huge. Like I said, with Ryan Seacrest, I understand he doesn't want to be locked down, but also, too, like I said, the network, the production company has to do what's best for them. They don't want to pay Ryan too much money because they got to pay Val, they got to pay the staff and everybody. Beyonce with her halftime show. Either way, Netflix better have themselves together, child, because they will have hell to pay from the fans of the NFL, because the NFL fans, they do not play with that. And then Netflix has a 10-year, $5 billion deal for Monday Night Raw from WWE. So hopefully they'll get their streaming together. Otherwise, $5 billion to WWE. With Cardi B, we should never be, never, ever, 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 ever be for pranking celebrities or any BS prank or a SWAT call. And the gag is, we should be for pranking anybody with a SWAT call or a fake police call, because that can have real consequences. Can we at least agree on that? Just keeping it a buck. So yes, indeed, 4 people in the building with me here. Thank you all so much for being here. Aries Girl Podcast. Thank you, my friend. By the way, like, comment, share, subscribe to Aries Girl Podcast. A great content creator for sure. Mahogany Meeks, thank you for being here. Speak your peace. Thank you. And Godbolt, thank you for being here. Justine Bow, thank you for being great content creator. Houston Foodie, thank you so much. Terry Baby, 89, thanks so much for being here as well. So good stuff. I really do kind of wonder what the Scepter is going to do with with the fact that Bell Collective has been renewed, because Bell Collective has been in the news recently, and with and Marie as well, and also Akeisha. So the fact that this show got renewed, that kind of makes me wonder, like, okay, like apparently they must have signed on. But that's gonna be but yep. So thank you all so much. 24 likes. Everybody that came through, thank you all so much. With that being said, y'all know commercial break and fireworks would be away, but unfortunately this is YouTube Live, so they don't have that set up. But they do have the setup of, screen share, and also you can do it from your webcam, or you can schedule it from. So I kind of like this format because y'all get to see like the whole. Like it, I do wish that YouTube, as big as YouTube, more customization options than YouTube Live, but hey, it is what it is. So, one love, much love, all love. I love you. I value. I embrace you all. See if the day is nice out, because I got sweatpants on. And I'm gonna probably put some pants on under it, and enjoy the day. But yes, I'll be back tonight. Married to Medicine review. But if not, I'll do it through YouTube Studio. It came through for us. So, one love, much love, all love. Bye, everybody. Love y'all. Bye.